How's it going, guys? Yeah. All right. All right. I just sent an invite to the See You Next Tuesday page there, Fox, if you can hear me. There he is.
What's up?
How's it going? That was
It's
a little
going.
easier than I thought. Is Jimmy Pop in or no?
He is doing something. I don't know.
Okay.
He said when he gets home, he's gonna try and pop in.
Yeah.
Cool.
It shows who pops in, so it'll be I'll just invite him if it freezes, like you said, he'll just have to come off.
Right on. Cool.
It's weird. Instagram's weird.
Yeah, I've only done these Instagram live things for like painting. I've never had to join anybody.
Yeah, I can't.
Jesus, Dan.
You
Chill
can
out,
pop
man.
me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So aggressive.
That is a little aggressive, but what's the big deal here? Love the new song.
Thank you very much.
New song was hey, what's up, Kelsey? Yeah, the new song's great. I'm really excited. Really excited to hear the rest of it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm watching Dan's comments. What a fucking nerd.
Who is this Dan guy? Who is this guy?
Dan, he's just a fucking homeboy from back in the day. He did a couple of those merch designs on one of the million shirts you fucking have of ours. Does a lot of work for other bands. Just fucking cool shirt design. He's a big old sweetheart.
That's cool. Is he doing any new stuff? Or
he did he's done a lot of the new merch so far. A couple of the shirts you got. Like the one of the dude and the chick that are like kinda hugging or whatever they're doing. Like he did that one.
Like snail sex, they kind of intertwine.
Yeah, snail sex. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like there's like 30 people in here right now already. So
hi, 30 people.
Maybe we'll just get this puppy started. I'm like by no means an interviewer, so
okay.
I just wrote down some last minute questions.
Okay.
As most of you know, I was supposed to have Slaughtered, the YouTube channel. She's never done an interview before, but so I thought that'd be kind of cool to celebrate the 2 years. I've been there, seen that, but I don't know. She doesn't reply to me like 2 days, but I know she's in Mexico, and it's kind of like weird over there, where like internet just doesn't work all of a sudden, and like
it's just kind of weird in Mexico.
Mexico's just kind of interesting. So she hasn't been online in like a couple of days. Right, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not gonna risk it. I told people we'll do something fun today, so yeah, I do appreciate you coming out and kind of filling the shoes the last second here.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, so let me get this ball rolling here. And of course, if anybody, as there's questions, as I'm shooting questions off, I'll read off some other ones too, that you guys are asking. Okay. So feel free to, let's start with this guy right here. What is the lyrical theme of the new album, and how does the album art correlate to that?
Okay, lyrical theme. There's a couple different themes. A lot of it, when we started the album, we started writing in 2020 for the album. And a lot of it had to do with like kind of mental issues that both Drew and I were going through. Very different issues, but both very mental nonetheless. And he was basically writing the album as a distraction from his issues that he was going through. I don't know if it's up to me to say what they are publicly, so I'm not going to. But I was also going through a lot, and so I just started writing and got them out, and it was my distraction for it, which is why the album's called Distractions. But yeah, it has a lot. Most of them are very mental health type of. I don't know, like they're fixated around like mental health issues, and then there's a couple love songs, they're peppered in there.
Couple love songs,
yeah, like legit kind of sexy love songs.
like
Maybe at least lyrically.
like
I
a
don't know.
heavier Harry Styles in Maroon 5.
Yeah, you know, just
No, that's
yeah.
cool though.
I mean, I started like really liking the contrast of like really like sexy lyrics with
Yeah,
the chaotic kind of harsh music.
right.
So I like it a lot. So there's a couple like kind of real sexy songs
Sexy songs.
if anybody actually reads the lyrics, which I don't think anybody ever has. So well maybe
That's
you,
great.
but
Well, yeah. I'll probably use it on my honeymoon, see if it gets the mood going.
yeah, get her in the mood.
There was another dude that asked some question here. Let me scroll up a little. I think it was a pretty good one. Oh, yeah. So the intervals clock are gonna be on the albums. I thought I
No,
saw that
it's not.
mentioned.
We I mean when we did that with intervals, the idea was to have that start the next album, and we even talked about it with
Right.
um, doing it with this album. So I've already spoiled that it's not going to be like the beginning of the album. That's why
What
we
up,
put it
Jake?
on that teaser last week to
Yeah.
kind of make up for it. Um, but it didn't really work with what we wanted to do. You know, it's fucking 14 years later, you know, like
Yeah. Right,
we
right.
went a
So
different
you
direction.
you guys
So,
obviously had plans for a third album back then, but then
yeah,
obviously that kind of fizzled, right? And then
correct.
so that makes sense though. That's exciting.
Yeah. Oh,
So
looks
Chef
like
Blast
Jimmy's
Beats
on here and
is
Rick's
Jimmy.
on here.
Um yeah, so what was Eight Dead Nine Didn't Count the Fetus a South Park reference? Um
Uh, no. Oh, fuck.
and
What?
also Jimmy,
That'd be a
comment if
question
you
for
want me to
Drew.
add you in here.
It is a reference to another show. I forget what though.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
happens.
all the
14 years.
song titles on Parasite were references to random shows and whatever. Yeah, there's
Um
Rick.
Ricky, the Shield. Someone says, what's
Oh,
the
yep, the Shield. There
background?
we go.
I like this question. What's the background of the new members?
The background.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
what's like obviously, you know, Travis and
well,
Andy aren't here. So like who like what's
right.
like
Well, I mean,
where's
Rick was in
James?
the band before Travis. Like
Right,
Travis was Rick's replacement.
right.
Um,
I feel like a lot of people don't know that really yet.
right. Yeah, fair enough. So Jimmy. Jimmy is the new member. He's just a bro. Yeah, he should probably come in here and tell you about his background.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him an invite right now.
He can tell you better than I can.
I know Jimmy did play in some good bands in the Ohio
Still
scene.
does.
Heartland,
Oh, here we go.
Dead Will Rise. There
Are
he
you
is.
driving?
Yeah, baby, had to get some hot chocolate. How's it
Cool.
going?
They want to know about your musical background.
Oh, goodness. Too much.
Read his biography when it comes out next year.
Yeah.
We'll start listing it off.
Yeah, man.
Speed racer.
Started with the Heartland back in like 05, 06. Small brief stint with Cloacal Kiss, very brief. After that, ended up in Dead Will Rise for a little while, and then just kind of a bunch of numerous bands in between, all that stuff till most recently playing with Domestic Terror, which is like a grind slam band from here in Columbus. And
which also
and
has Jordan from Dead Will Rise, right?
I'm sorry?
I don't
Do
know.
you hear that, Jimmy?
Yeah, James, the Domestic Terror has Jordan on vocals from Dead Will Rise, right?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember buying the EP like a long time ago. Yeah, it was pretty good. So I guess maybe I'll just shoot off some questions I have. And then, as people have other stuff, whatever. Okay, so let's see here. So I guess originally I thought it was just gonna be Fox, but if I think of something James too, I'll shoot him towards your way. Or if you both want to answer, that's perfect too. But first question was what age and what got you into music in general? Like, what was your first like experience with music of any genre?
Uh, of any genre,
Yeah, like for me, like my parents listened to a lot of country back then, so that was like my
right?
intro. And then MTV, as I got older, I started listening to like Slipknot, Korn, and all that. Like that's kind of
Okay.
how. Sorry, so
Well,
like,
for
how did you
me,
guys kind of get into that stuff?
my my dad is super into. He's like a fantastic guitar player. He's fucking amazing. But he was more into like the '80s and '70s type stuff.
Yeah.
He's actually like in a couple, like he's in a like a '60s cover band right now, and like a strictly like Beatles tribute band as well, and they're
That rules.
fucking awesome. They're so
Filler.
good.
Does he have the
Uh,
haircut at least, or no?
Not really, no, but they
No.
dress the part. It's just really funny. But yeah, I mean, he was like my first introduction to music because he's always, weekend warrior garage band,
Right. Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's cool.
they'd be practicing in the garage and playing shit like Poison and Van Halen and shit,
Right.
It was
Swinging their
awesome.
hair around.
Yeah, and then I kind of like stumbled into shit like Metallica and
Yeah.
White Zombie. I think I'm wearing a White Zombie shirt now. Fucking White Zombie, and just started kind of finding music for myself from there through through the radio because we
Yeah,
didn't have
I
the
was gonna
internet.
say it's a little different now. Radio
Yeah,
was like, and a big thing for me too was um, like a lot of labels like Ferret and stuff and Victory gave away all those samplers, like those compilations
that's
of the.
how I found out about like fucking like hardcore and
Yeah,
like
same here.
shit like that. I didn't know what the fuck. I was super into new metal. Then I
Exactly.
found like a Trustkill like sampler CD and found
Yes.
out about like Poison the Well, which is still like one of my top
Yeah.
three favorite bands, and fucking all that whole slew, 18 Visions, Walls of
Yeah.
Jericho, shit like that, and
Yeah. Yeah.
then it just kind of went down the rabbit hole from there.
Yeah. Pretty much the same here. I remember finding I forget what album I bought. That's how I found like Remembering Never and all those bands. Like I had a Ferret thing, and it was just like a
Hmm.
tons of Boys Night Out and all that stuff. Like it was cool. I wish more places did that. I make
I
samplers
mean,
sometimes.
CDs aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's not as like
Got to put a
not as,
playlist out.
yeah, I know. So how
I
about
think Good Fight was putting playlists out for a while because they put Bore on one
yeah, I think you're right. Playlist. Well, yeah, Spotify playlists are like the new like mixtape, I guess, right?
of them.
But yeah. So what was I gonna say? What about you, James? What's same question?
So my mom is strictly country. She does like some classic rock stuff, but my dad was, 70s, 60s, and 70s rock and roller, who turned to a country fan in the 80s after I was born. So, growing up, I had a lot of that influence. Like, that's why I love classic country to this very day.
Right.
And then I stumbled upon Metallica because my neighbors across the street had, there were older boys that lived across the street who, their mom used to babysit me, and then they got into Metallica, and that's how I started hearing that type of stuff. And
Okay.
then it progressed, through middle school, obviously Slipknot and all that
Right.
stuff. And then when I joined the Heartland, I was already like super into like death metal and Cannibal Corpse and Dying Fetus and finding out all these relapse bands,
Right.
and things like that. But from joining the Heartland, the first band that Jonathan ever showed me was Sawtooth. He was like, check out this album, Cuddle Monster. And I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And so it just went from there, and then it all progressed from there.
So they basically opened the floodgates for you a little bit, eh?
Oh, my God, totally.
That's
Big
funny
time.
because Sawtooth is another one for me that kind of opened the floodgates to more like super like chaotic stuff like Robinson. Like I don't know if you guys remember what a torrent was. You guys ever download off of torrents?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was this one. It was called Music to Make You Dance, and it just had a ton of like crazy like metalcore and early 2000s stuff. And I found a bunch of, but Sawtooth Grim was in there, and I thought that's a cool name. And when I jammed it, I thought like I had no idea what the fuck I was listening to, and I was like, but I loved it, and that again, it just opened the floodgates. I think like the Heartland was in there. I think they had like Road to Singapore in there with like their old EP and stuff like. Yeah, it just had a ton of stuff, and then the correlation like with MySpace and going with down the top 8s of other bands and stuff, like it was just like a rabbit hole that I would spend like a week, going down the hole and just finding tons of fucking crazy bands like that. And it's the same thing. The Sawtooth was like another early band for me, which is kind of funny that you mentioned that too. Actually, Dead Will Rise is one of the first bands I stumbled across. That kind of opened up the whole like, wow, music gets heavier than Mudvayne kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, as I was getting, because I was like 17 at that time, right? So it's like it's at that time where it's like early 2000s, and I'm like, oh shit, like Suffocate and Dead Will Rise, I think were the two bands that I stumbled across that I went, oh wow, opened the doors to like, oh, this is like not commercial, this is heavy, this is like open up a whole field there. But yeah, that's cool. There's someone had a question here. It's hard to scroll. There's so many. Rick says, "Dude, I can't fucking see you. This is bullshit."
Right. I like this Matthew dude. Matthew, give Rick Wood's tattoo a lot of shit. That guy fucking sucks.
Another dude says, downloading viruses off a torrent was my king. Yeah.
that's Dan. God damn.
That's who that is.
Chill out, man.
He's a funny guy, eh? Is this his full-time job, being a comedian, or no?
I mean, fuck. He's an enigma. I don't really know. What's up, Kyle?
All right, let me shoot off another question. Okay, so Fox, this one's for you. What was the first band that you played in?
That I played in?
Yeah, like the first band you joined.
Wasn't like just. I mean, I had a couple bands before. Like, I had a couple like, just getting into bands that were like, I had like a, like a sort of like MXPX type band.
Okay.
The first serious band I was in was a Weezer cover band with a bunch of dudes from my high school. We were called Jonas.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
Bass. Yeah, I played bass. But the first like band sorry, I'm just scrolling through all these comments. Now I can't get them to go away. There we go. Dan wrote Flesh Oprah Robot. But no, it was called One Away from Breathing, and that band eventually turned into Flesh and Blood Robot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's why we had the oneawayfrombreathing.com written on all the Flesh and Blood Robot shit.
Yeah, that rings a bell now that you say that. So that was actually the band's name before that. That's cool. So did you guys put any music under that name, or was it just like?
I mean, nothing like huge. We're just like a band in high school.
Right. But all the same.
We were playing shows like crazy in Michigan, but we were like super new metal, and that fucking that's like the same time I was talking about when we found like the Trustkill shit. We started like listening. We went from like fucking Lost Prophets and fucking like Mudvayne and fucking Stained to listening to like all like fucking all Trustkill and Ferret and fucking Metal Blade, and then we just started. What really fucking changed us is we found on LimeWire, we found From a Second Story Window, and they only had like that 2-song sampler or whatever the fuck it is with their old singer before Sean, Jeff. I think his name is Jeff.
I think so.
And then we started playing shows with them. and like we brought him up to Michigan, and we went down there, and fucking it just like progressed from there, and that's what really it's weird to say, but from a second story window, kind of made Flesh and Blood Robot what it was because we were just so obsessed with them.
Right. So it was like, so once you guys opened up the doors a little bit with all the samplers and stuff, that you kind of just changed gears a bit, changed the name, and kind of just like almost reinvented it.
Yeah, there was a couple member changes.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we just started kind of forming into what we were.
Right. That's crazy. Someone asked, Torn Within asked, who mixed and mastered the new record?
Drew handled all of the actual, Drew, our guitar player, actually recorded, produced, and mixed the album. Josh Schroeder, he's also another Michigander. He like mastered and I think he might have recorded the new like Lorna Shore album.
Oh, that's cool.
He mastered Distractions.
So, and this guy's from Michigan that also did Lorna Shore?
Yep, he's actually like only like I think like a half-hour drive from where Drew lives.
Well, that's cool. So you kind of kept it a little bit in like the circle of Michigan kind of
I
thing.
think
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's a homie. We've known him for a long time.
So has it always been someone different recording all your stuff on Parasite, Intervals, Distractions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Parasite was, I think it was called Planet Red Studios. It was Andreas Magnuson. He was the drummer of Scarlet. Like.
Okay.
He did Black Dahlia's Miasma, if I understand correctly.
Okay. That's a good sound. Yeah.
He done a few albums. But he was the one that did Parasite, and then Joe Sencata did Intervals at Full Force. I think it's Full Force Studio in Long Island. And he's like Suffocation's dude. Like he's like their main, like their road sound guy. And he records most of their albums, and he did like This Is Hell, like that Sundowning album.
Yep.
And like a bunch of other random cool shit. He's super fucking awesome. I miss that guy actually quite a bit.
So what made you not want to stick with him to do Distractions or like?
Well, it's just Drew started writing and learning more about recording, and just decided to do it himself. You know.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
We just did everything out of his house.
That's wild though. So he has his whole like setup and everything going on over there.
Yep. That's
really cool. That's sick. Now it's kind of cool when bands do that. They'll keep a little like DIY, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, he pretty much just taught himself how to do it, and we started going for it.
So it's almost like his debut as like a producer as well, kind of thing too, right? Like that's fun. I didn't know that. That's exciting.
Yeah, Drew did everything except for the mastering.
Yeah, that's awesome. So going back to the Flesh and Blood Robot, I wanted to ask how that, like, you guys are pretty well known in Michigan. Was there anywhere else that kind of stuck to you guys? Was like, it was always like a constant place that you guys would play.
I mean, we only went out on like a couple actual tours. Also, hi Jimmy, I can see you now. Yeah, I mean, we probably only did like 3 or 4 tours out of Michigan. We go out and play like 2 random shows, like in Ohio or something, you know,
right?
And then come back. But like actual tours, we probably went up like 3 or 4 times. So I mean, we'd play a bunch of random places, like nowhere like west of Tennessee or something like that. But you know, like, or Louisiana, or I don't think we ever played Texas or anything, but we just kind of do big loops and shit like that.
Yeah, it's kind of loop. Okay, so you guys didn't go like way up.
We never went like far west or anything like that.
Right. Okay.
Then we did Canada once or twice too.
Oh, did you? Where'd you guys play Canada?
Fuck, I don't even know.
Did you guys?
We did a tour with Signs of Collapse and Closed Casket Funeral.
Yeah, Closed Casket is from Windsor, from here, from where I'm at.
Yeah, Dustin was just at that last show.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He said he's in a band with Tyson now, doing fucking like stoner rock.
Yeah, Tyson's doing like, I feel like that guy's got about 9 bands going. I can't really keep up.
I haven't seen any. Well, besides Dustin, I haven't seen any of those dudes in over 2 decades.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. When me and Tyson kind of started talking again, he was telling me how like the shows you guys would play together and stuff. I think even in the Flesh and Blood Robot Thank Yous, Closed Caskets even mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, they
inside
were
there,
homies. You know, we played a lot of
which is
shows
sweet. Yeah. There was one show in Toronto, I think Flesh and Blood played or was supposed to. I don't know, but it was. I forget what it's called. What was it called?
Was it like a festival?
Yeah, like Robinson Harlots. Like there was a ton of.
That was the tour we were doing with Signs and Claps, and we stopped in Toronto for that. I don't remember playing, but I know we were there.
So you must have played, but who knows?
Yeah, we had to. Yeah.
I was always curious on how you got the name Flesh and Blood Robot.
It's a reference to a zombie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
think we pulled it from like Dawn of the Dead or something like that. I don't remember what.
Like
or
you
know what? I might have pulled it from that zombie survival guide. That book.
Oh yeah.
I pulled it from. I was like super obsessed with zombies back then, and we were trying to think of a new name. And I was like, well, this sounds fucking sick, dude. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a reference to a zombie.
Every fucking story I went into always had those. There was a period where zombies were just like the biggest thing. And every store had a fucking zombie survival book there. And I was like, well, this is insane.
Right. Give me a second. I'll be right. I'm right here. I'm still listening. I got to pick up my dog.
No problem. Anyone know what the Robinson dudes are up to?
Greg has a band.
Yeah, Greg's got a band.
I forget what they're called. Rick, you can chime in with that. Paul is living his best life out in lost Jimmy. Let's see. Paul's somewhere, California or Texas or something. We always see him pop up every once in a while on the internet. I don't know what the other dudes are up to.
The Mike guy, I've talked to Mike a little bit. A couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one that
I was never. I know those dudes, but I don't think we were like super tight. But we played quite a few shows with them, and obviously I like them. You know, they're awesome.
No, yeah,
I like Drew and Rick are like closer with those guys than I am.
Yeah, well, I remember there was also, I think it was Drew that was wearing there was a promo picture back in the day where Drew's wearing a Robinson shirt. I think like the pentagram one or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah.
That was their coolest shirt design ever.
Yeah, no, it is cool. I think I have it. Doesn't it have like 2 horses or something, and like lightning bolts or something?
I think it's 4 for the 4 horsemen.
4 horsemen, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I think I got it from James, you know him, Kyle that runs Heathen Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a trade back a few months, last year, 2 years ago maybe, and that was one of the shirts he had. He was like, "Oh, you mean you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." But yeah, Robinson was a killer band. I feel like a lot of people forget about them, and then
first time we played with Robinson, I had no idea what the fuck I was watching. It was so insane, dude. I was just like, what? Because it was just some random show in Michigan that they were on, and it just blew my fucking mind. Like, what the fuck is this? You know,
I
always thought those dudes like hated me until we started coming around down there with like From a Second Story Window and shit, and they were super cool.
Was this when you were in Flesh and Blood?
Yeah, actually, I think it was like One Away from Breathing.
Oh, okay, so like early.
So they probably did hate us because we were playing new metal shit.
Well, they used to be called something else too, right? Before Robinson, a good day to die or something like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, from what I mean, I know there's like a demo up there of that. So you know me, Mr. Relic Boy. So
yeah, you probably know way more than I do about
it. Okay, so I guess the next question. I feel bad. I got much for James though. I feel like
James, you got any questions for yourself?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about. This is an online dating profile.
Why do you eat so many chicken wings?
Hey man, I was in the summertime during COVID. I was like chicken winging it every time I could. Only when it's buy one get one free pound. Otherwise, the chicken wings are too fucking expensive, man.
Yeah,
They're like I don't know, but the station in Canada like $1 a pop, so
It's
I'm good.
it's kind of like that here.
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
when it's like buy one get one free, £2 for the price of one, I'm all over it.
Yeah.
All
Looks like
over it.
Dan
But
Gore has a question. It better
yeah,
not be sexual, Dan.
it's most likely from.
Most
I
likely
probably know the
sexual.
guy and I already feel like it's gonna be. But
He's a
come on,
ridiculous
sexy
gentleman.
Dan.
Let's hear it, Dan. Come on.
Come on, Dennis. What was the final push to get Scenic Susie to come back? Okay, that's good. That was one of my questions.
Oh, wow. That's a serious question, Dan. I'm surprised. Holy shit.
Well, it's funny. It has to do with sex. No,
Yeah. Drew and I were having sex together. We decided to, no, it was like I was saying before. Drew started writing. I said writing. It's really weird. Writing. To kind of distract himself from a lot of shit he was going through, and it just turned into See You Next Tuesday songs. It was during pandemic that I got a text, or maybe like right before the pandemic, something around there. I got a text from him saying that he wrote a new song, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I never thought that was gonna happen. And then, like a month later, I got another text saying he wrote another song, and I kind of just like put it in the back of my head. 2 weeks later, he wrote another song, and that was when I was like, okay, I guess we're writing a fucking album. It just kind of took off from there.
So were you not like, if it wasn't for Drew, like, would you guys not have really?
I mean,
Like,
Drew is the main writing force in the band, so it all depends on Drew if we're writing music or not. I mean,
Okay.
I handle all the lyrics and stuff, and I think going forward it's going to be more of like a group effort. But
Yeah.
most of the, I mean, Intervals is a lot more of a group effort too. But Drew is the man with the ideas as far as how See You Next Tuesday sounds. Like,
Okay.
pretty much comes from Drew's head.
Okay.
So yeah, it has to involve Drew if it's going to be See You Next Tuesday, and it's got to be the majority Drew. So we never thought he was going to write it again. He was playing in a lot of like he's got a project with his wife where they do like more jazzy type stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And we just thought he was just going to play that stuff, which is fine. We didn't. We're all fucking old. Like. I didn't think it was. We play shows every once in a while, but like nothing major like what's happening now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was like when you guys did get the ball rolling, did you think
it was almost
gonna
like
be
we were having fun? We just wanted to have fun,
Yeah.
and kind of treat it like a second job, honestly, where we could go like play a show, make a couple bucks, and just have fun with our friends.
Right. So,
but now it's turned into something more serious again. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's quite the shove. How did Good Fight? Like, how did you guys link up?
Well, Good Fight essentially is Ferret.
Ferret, yeah.
Yeah, it's Carl and Rick from Ferret.
But did they reach out to you and kind of know, or did you?
Well, they knew we were doing stuff. We've talked to them throughout the years. It's not like we totally just like disconnected. Not that we were talking to them every day like we are now. But,
right, but you're on each other's radar, right?
Yeah, so we kind of let them know what we were up to, especially when we started writing again after we had a couple songs. And then they just fucking were like, yeah, let's go.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, they were on board, they had complete faith that we would crank something out, without even hearing it, really.
Oh, so they kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they wanted to hear stuff, but, I mean, they didn't hear the whole thing by any means. I think we sent them like a song or two.
And they're like, yeah, we're sold.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, that's cool. That's Ferret Young Guns tour. That's awesome. That was I saw you guys at the Magic Stick one.
That was. God.
That was with Knights of the Abyss.
Yeah.
Elijah, the Banner, A Girl, A Gun, A Ghost.
Oh fuck! I forgot about them. Yeah.
And then
there was one more too. I forget who. Man, maybe that was it. I don't know.
I think it was 5. I don't know, but I remember going to the Magic Stick. And...
Dude, the Banner. Jesus Christ! Oh, there's Paul right there. Fuck. That's the drummer of the Banner. That's just Al Coon.
Oh, it's
What's up, Paul? That's my dude. Fuck yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, I fucking love those guys so much.
Oh, so that's who actually said Ferret Young Guns tour. Okay, so that
Is
makes
it?
Yeah, if I scroll up, it's Paul again.
Oh, it
Wow.
is. Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's
That's
funny.
my dude, man. I love that guy.
That was
Woo-hoo.
that was a wild tour though.
Yeah. Oh, Cooter's in here too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which one's that?
Half-ass beer review. That's Cooter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think I have.
What's up, Coop? Coop.
Yeah, some dude sent me this. It's got it does have Cooter's signature on it though right here.
Yeah, he was playing bass for us for a minute.
Yeah, well, that's the that was that London show I was telling you about where you guys got held back and had to send all your merch and leave it there.
Yeah.
That's the first time I saw Cooter.
Okay.
Like that's the first time I saw
Yeah,
him.
I think
Right when intervals
it might have
dropped,
been like
right?
when because we had a gentleman filling in, and then Travis ended up having to leave just
Yeah.
for life reasons, and then that's when Cooter kind of took over. I do believe, if I remember correctly, that was
he took over
there he
for
is.
like
He goes, that was my first show.
the London one was his first show. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's I mean, I don't remember it being bad, so you did good.
Yeah, I mean,
I just remember you guys being
he was
fucking
never great.
pissed. Yeah.
That
I
was
always thought
yeah, we were all mad that day. That was such a
Yeah.
fucked up situation.
Yeah, that was wild. Actually, I think you guys actually stayed at one of my friends' house in London.
Oh yeah, friends.
Yeah, I forget, but anyways, yeah. So, the question for Fox again. Surprise, surprise. How did you join with See You Next Tuesday? You know what's the
How did it come about?
Like, how did it come about? Like, how did that?
Well, Flesh and Blood would play quite a few shows with See You Next Tuesday.
Right.
We were homies, you know, and just I got a call one day. It was weird because I heard they got like signed to Ferret, and I was super stoked for him. I was a bit jealous because Flesh and Blood was fucking fishing around for deals and shit too forever.
Oh, so Rich from Sawtooth Grin is here. What's up, Rich?
What up, Rich? Love the new album.
Yeah, primo. Go ahead.
But yeah, so we were homies. They got signed. I was jealous, but happy for them. And then that's right when Flesh and Blood kind of became defunct.
Okay.
And then I got a call from, I believe, Drew, and I thought that he was just going to ask me if I wanted to come out and like do merch or something. And I was good, totally like all about it. You know, like it never crossed my mind that Bear would leave. So and he was like, yeah, you want to come out and, you know, do a practice or two and see how it goes? And it was right before they were supposed to go into the studio for Parasite. I was like, yeah, fuck it, you know, let's see how it goes. And, you know, I joined the band about, I think, like 2 weeks before fucking we went in the studio.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know there was such like a short
I rewrote
when you joined.
everything.
Yeah, I remember when
What's up, John?
Dropped,
hold on a second. John the Brutal's in here.
Who's
John
that?
The Brutal. That is like Psyopus's old drummer. He's one of our main homies.
Nice.
What's up, John the Brutal?
What was I say? So when Parasite came out, I remember people being mad that you rewrote Bear's lyrics.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
nobody ever knew what they were. I wrote them in the same exact vocal pattern that he wrote on the summer sampler, so everybody would at least be familiar with it.
Right, yeah.
There was literally no written down lyrics anywhere, so I don't know why. Anybody would be mad about it.
Is there not lyrics in the? Is there not? Oh yeah, those songs aren't even on. Oh yeah, that's right. There is no lyrics. I was thinking there's a lyric in the This Was a Tragedy, I think, but those 3 Somerset songs aren't on there.
Yeah, when I joined, they were like, we don't have anything, so fucking figure it out.
That's like who complains that they don't even know what the lyrics are anyway?
Yeah, so exactly. So I fixed my lyrics to his same exact vocal pattern.
To his patterns, yeah. I mean, And it's obvious that you did, but I just remember that off the top of my head right now that people were like, nah, I like the old lyrics, and I was like, I still to this
What
day,
were they? Fucking tell me.
I still to this day have no idea what any of the lyrics are for Summer Sampler. Not a clue.
Yeah.
So
Just noises.
there's a few people asking questions here, so I thought maybe we'd jump. Someone says Psyopus and Ed Gein ruled. True.
Correct.
Psyopus
Yeah.
reunion next.
Ask
Did
Chris
any
Art.
of the guys from Flesh and Blood ever continue making music?
I'm sure they did. I know Nick is in some band in Chicago, I think. I don't know what they're called. Nick is both our guitar players were named Nick, but the Nick Miller, he has a band in Chicago somewhere.
Okay.
Then
Same like style or something totally.
I haven't listened to him, to be honest, so I don't know.
Okay.
Actually he had a band with Joey from a Second Story Window too.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he was living down in Pittsburgh for a minute, and I think they were called like something about like horse teeth or something like that.
Horse teeth. That almost rings a bell.
I don't fucking remember
Something with
what.
horse teeth.
My memory is the most garbage shit ever, especially if it has nothing to do with me. So fucking take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't fucking know, but
DJ
yeah,
Johnson,
I'm sure all the other guys had stuff. I'm really bad at keeping in touch. So
right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm the same way. If I care about it, I remember. But otherwise, anything else, I just have no clue.
Right.
D. Johnson says, "What show did you have the juiciest farts at?"
Dan.
What? You want to answer that, Jimmy? That could be
I don't know who it is, but
That's my buddy from high school.
all right, that is a question for you then.
I think the answer is also James, but that's why he's asking. He's putting you
Man.
on blast.
I don't know.
Let's hear about them spicy boys.
It probably had to have been, with the Heartland or Dead Will Rise in one of those shows. I don't know. I do have a really embarrassing story about a time when I was with the Heartland. We were in New Orleans, and I used to get migraines like super bad, and it was like because I had undiagnosed high blood pressure, and I just got like a super bad migraine, and it was super fucking hot. It was in the middle of the summer, and I can remember sitting in the van and having a plastic bag hooked to my ears and just barfing into this bag, and it was horrible. And everybody
Just holding it up.
just like straight heaving down. It was gross. That's and tons of juicy farts happened, but that's like one memory that like totally sticks out, and everybody still remembers it. Sorry.
That's a primo answer.
Just barf
I was
bag.
waiting for some. The barf bag on the ears is like
That's beautiful.
good. I like that. Let me see if there was. Someone said, "Would you guys tour with Heavy Heavy Low Low now that they've reunited?"
I don't know those dudes. The See Next Tuesday did, like Bear was still in the band right before I joined. Bear did one tour with the band while on Ferret right before I joined. And I believe it was Heavy Heavy and Psyopus and them. And so they toured with them before I was in the band. I don't know those dudes. They sound fucking crazy. Like as people. And I don't know if I can handle that. I've also never listened to them ever. So
Really?
I don't, yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, I generally don't listen to a lot of the stuff that we get lumped in with. Or like that we're even like. I listen to like way different music. But I'll play a show with them and see if I like them, I guess.
Yeah.
Every
just
story I've heard of
YouTube.
those dudes, they're fucking crazy. And I can be I can get annoyed really fucking quick. So I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. Yeah, like Travis. Here we go. Travis is on here. and he said one of them brought a tattoo machine and did tattoos in the van on drives. I would be so fucking pissed if I saw anybody doing that shit. Since I'm a fucking professional tattooer, I would fucking flip out. So,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, John has something to say about heavy. He says the first night of the Psyopus See Next Tuesday Heavy Low Low tour, Andy immediately let me know that Drew blew up the ladies' room bathroom, so we shouldn't use it. Cool.
And he says that's when I learned the secret of tour pooping.
He tattooed his tour mask upside down on his knee. See, that shit's funny as fuck, but I would also be like, fuck these guys. Especially now as like an older dude. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know if they're as rambunctious as they were, but I think.
I mean, I don't know. You know, like, they can be whoever the fuck they want to be. I'm not going to be here to judge, but fucking being around them, you know, like, I don't know if I'd fucking hang out with them or anything. If they were kind of how I've heard they are. He has Aquafina on his knuckles. Hydrated, I guess.
So does that make you?
I got nothing against them at all, but fucking whatever. What's that?
But like if they reach somewhere like, hey, we want to do a string of stuff, you know,
I mean,
in your area,
you know, I'd be down to meet them, and even if we were playing shows and I didn't like them, I wouldn't fucking throw a hissy fit. I just wouldn't hang out with them, you know.
Right.
Be like, cool, I'm gonna go fucking play Magic in the van. See you later.
Right. No, I get you. I feel like it'd be kind of cool to get these new bands that are all these older bands that are reuniting, like get them all in one package. Would be kind of fun.
It'd be interesting for sure.
It'd be interesting because I feel like that'd be like this nostalgic, you know, fun little tour. Everybody will be, you know, shitting themselves over. But what does John say again? The drummer of Heavy Lilo told me to do more drugs when I said bye at the end of tour.
See you later. Do more drugs.
I think that's
it
pretty
sounds funny, but at the same time, I just know myself.
If anyone remembers the show Border Patrol, or a spinoff of it or something, but Robbie was on an episode of that because he was going over to like Canada to play shows for like
it was like a reality
show?
Sorry,
Australia, and he didn't have his like proper passport. He had like $13 to his name, and they just thought he was really sketchy. And I think it's on YouTube somewhere, but it's pretty funny. He's like, I can make $13 last me like a month, and I'm like, what is this guy eating? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Someone says
I need to see a See You Next Tuesday tour with Frontier. I would flip out over that.
Yeah.
I fucking love Frontier. God, that's like one of the heavier bands that I've actually latched onto quite a bit in the past couple of years. Orange Mathematics, like that fucking album is sick as fuck. It's so good. And that
would be wild.
What I forget what their newest one's called, but it's fucking great.
So, but they're a UK band, or they're over there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Maybe they'll invite you over,
near.
right?
I think their singer lives in the States, though.
I think you're right. I think so. But yeah,
those dudes are
cool.
cool.
That would be
cool as fuck.
That'd be really cool. Fox, I remember seeing y'all in Winter Park, Florida in 2007, right after you got hit by a car, and you still killed it.
I did get hit by a car. So Andy was tickling me in the video or in the venue, and I was running away from him, and I ran out the back door, which led directly into the parking lot. And fucking, I ran straight into the parking lot, not looking, and this car was going like 20, 25 in the parking lot, just slammed into me. I had a beer in my hand the whole time. I went flying like 10 feet. And by the time I landed, I still had the beer in my hand, and I still had my sunglasses on.
It's the most important thing.
It's like one of the coolest things I've probably ever done in my life. And then fucking, then we played, and I felt like shit. Like, as the day progressively went on, I just like fucking hurt so bad.
Felt like a car hit you, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
but
so
I got hit by a car. I forgot about that.
But it wasn't like obviously like life threatening, but you got banged around a little bit.
I got up and I was like, holy shit, that was crazy. I'm gonna drink some more beer.
I mean, that'll solve everything, right?
Well, at least back then it did.
Yeah, not so much now.
Yeah, right.
I do have a question. How did you guys get the name? You guys already explained distractions, which is cool, but so how did you get the name Parasite and Intervals?
So Parasite is kind of Drew's thing. He was looking into like different like theories about different ways of thinking, or like how relationships between like different, people, just like who's the the alpha of the relationship. It doesn't have to be like a a romantic relationship, even like a friendship or whatever.
Right.
If I remember correctly, this was fucking 2006 when we were figuring this shit out. But it was just kind of all shit that Drew was looking into, if I remember correctly. Travis, if you're in here and you fucking remember, you can chime in and fucking say more about it. Intervals, the whole album's time related, so we were just trying to think of something that was cool that just kind of matched with the whole theme of the album.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was always curious, especially with Parasite. Interval, that kind of got me with the time, but Parasite, I was just always wondered like what that kind of stemmed from, I guess. To see
it just had to do with shit that Drew was looking into, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't really have much say in it.
No, I didn't have much say in a lot of the title stuff with Parasite at all.
Oh, okay. Well, was that all like I've seen live footage of Bear playing a lot of Parasite songs. So obviously those were all written and obviously names.
Yeah, the music was all written, the names. I just came in and rewrote the lyrics.
Okay, so basically everything was done, right? In a sense.
The only two songs, or I guess three, but two songs that got named in the studio were Paraphilia and Pagonotrophy, and that wasn't me. It was kind of just like a band decision based on stuff that Drew was looking up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. Did they ever record the Parasite songs with Drew, or with Bear, or was it more like
just the summer sampler songs?
Oh, but I mean like the Parasite stuff, like I see him play it live, but did they ever record with him, or did they get to that point before he left?
Never. They, like I said, I joined the band right before they went into the studio for Parasite.
Right. Okay.
And that was the first time the majority of those songs had ever been recorded.
Okay, that makes sense. Is there? I don't know if it's you guys, but did you guys write an album and then it got like erased?
We recorded Parasite completely, and it got lost from
I remember that
a dead hard drive, and we had to re-record the whole album.
That's wild. I just that just popped in my head, and I remember seeing like some sort of like MySpace bulletin or some shit.
Yeah.
So was it the same sound and everything, or did you guys?
Actually, it turned out way better. Like I'm glad it happened. Before I die, it came from Mr. Show. But yeah, we were recording like December of 2006. And we recorded for 2 weeks, did the whole album. Then we were supposed to come back and like make tweaks and like mix it and do everything properly. So we went home for Christmas, came back. By the time we came back, Andreas's like hard drive took a shit, and he didn't back any of it up. So we just had to start from scratch again.
That's wild. Yeah, I remember that, and I remember thinking, was that you guys or not? I kind of felt like it was, but. That must have been like at first you guys were probably pretty fucking pissed.
Pretty upset. Real fucking mad. But so, I mean, the second time around, we knew what we were doing. We'd figured out all the settings, how we wanted everything to sound, so we just fucking went at it, and it ended up sounding way better.
So it's kind of almost like a blessing in disguise, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. At first, we were like rushing though. Right. It was like a time crunch.
So
no, he did not.
So how did the label do that? Did they have to pay for like?
I believe
another.
I don't. A, I feel weird talking about money. B, I don't know exactly. I remember Andreas gave us money to go to a strip club for the day while he fucking
That evens out pretty good, I guess.
Right.
Yeah?
So I think like 2 of us went to the strip club and fucking hung out. Then we all went and got food. It was all on Andrea.
Oh, you didn't have the lunch buffet at the strip club?
Nah, I mean, we could have.
A steak
know.
and a lap dance? What
Prime
I
rib?
definitely was drinking, so I don't remember a lot of that time. But
James, I'm gonna get you a question, James. How did you like? When did you like? What was your first introduction to See You Next Tuesday?
Ooh, wasn't long after I joined the Heartland. We got asked to do a really awesome weekend with them. I was introduced to Summer Sampler, and I was like, "Oh man, this band sounds awesome." So we went up to Bay City and played at Rick's mom's garage, the Vag, the very awesome garage. We played with See You Next Tuesday, obviously, and I'm not sure who else. But we ended up staying the night, and we were doing a weekend with them, and we were actually going. Rick could help me out. I can't remember where we were going. Maybe Ionia. We were gonna.
oh, I booked that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, we were gonna play that show and do another show that weekend. But when we drove up that night, it was nice and clear. The next morning, there was a foot of snow on the ground. So, we got up, got ready to go, and we were all driving. The snow just got worse and worse and worse. And then all of a sudden, we were in a ditch, and See You Next Tuesday kept going, and it took forever for a tow truck to come get us out. And so we missed the show, obviously, and we packed it home with our tail between our legs for that weekend. But we were just driving, and then all of a sudden we was just like,
dude, that shit happens like even like in Canada we get like shitty snow, and like it's the same thing. Like you'll hit that black ice and you have no idea. Just you're driving, and then all of a sudden you're like swerving, and you're like, okay, like it's crazy.
It was black ice mixed with like the highway turning, and it was.
Oh yeah.
And John was driving at the time, and he just went, oh fuck, shit. We're in the middle, and it was just like they kept going, and we finally got out of there. We went home, but we linked up. We linked up with them a couple other times. Another one that I can remember really vividly was a really cool show. We played in Cincinnati with See You Next Tuesday and the Great Redneck Hope.
Oh, nice.
Woo-wee.
That was a nice show.
Woo-wee. God damn, that band is so good.
I love them.
That's crazy. The Great Redneck Hope, I heard, played on quite a show. Never saw him, but all the
I
videos
saw
I've
him
seen
once,
stuff.
and I was fucking flipping out. It was so good. Yeah.
I wish. Yeah, this was one of those bands I wish I would have got to see, but I don't know if they ever made their way
I saw him here dancing.
Or if
Probably
or
not
if
to
it
Canada,
was.
though.
Rick.
You just slid off.
That show with the Great Redneck Hope, their drummer got down to his boxers, and he was a bigger dude like me, and he just fucking shredded it, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. But yeah,
That's crazy. No, that's fun though. Yeah, they're live. They're
What the
like,
fuck does
footage
this
online.
guy say? You guys in Canada hit black guys?
Well, I think when I said black ice, it sounded like black
It sounded
guys,
like
and now
ice.
he thinks that.
Chill out, bro.
No,
I had
black
another
ice,
question
brother.
earlier.
Black ice.
What was this question earlier?
Yeah, there was another one up here.
You guys gonna reprint the hoodie with vaginas? No, but actually, this answers the next guy's question. Kind of. We're talking about doing that. You know about this too, Ryan. We're gonna do a little bit special something coming up soon for all the people that like a lot of the old designs. So just keep watching. I can't say too much, but yeah, just keep an eye out. It'll be
Keep
a
the
Christmas
peeps
surprise.
peeping. Rick says,
Xmas.
"Give me 15, I'll jump in."
he's gonna try not to shit his pants on the way home.
Rick is out at the bar.
Oh
You gotta
God!
walk
So
home
this should
before
be
he comes
this
in.
should be interesting.
Dude,
No finger
Um,
guns, Rick. No finger guns.
Rick might say some wild ass shit.
People are asking. It's the third time someone's asked that. You guys have any fun with repressing Parasite and intervals?
Okay.
Or not?
I'm gonna squash this right now. We cannot reprint it because Warner Brothers owns it.
Bastards.
There's nothing we can do about it.
So even Good Fight can't do like nothing with it.
Nope. Warner
Crazy.
Brothers owns Parasite and intervals, so we can't do
That's a
anything with
bummer.
it.
Isn't that crazy how like that is like a thing and like you guys wrote all that everything and you can't do nothing with it but play
Right.
live? Like,
All
isn't
we
that
can do is play it.
fucking- That's so
But,
like
I mean, Whatever. You know, fucking.
you could pull a Taylor Swift and rewrite all of it.
We were talking about just re-recording all of it.
You might as
It'd probably
well.
be a lot
Like,
crazier, honestly. But
I mean, I would
Yeah.
love to hear like 15 years later, like your new take on Parasite. Like that'd be like
it'd be
that'd
a lot fucking different. I tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's
it,
what I
it
mean.
would sound so much
super
different.
sick. Alicia, who I think did some merch with you at the house show.
Alicia.
Alicia, my bad. She says you're bringing back the
I spelled her name
spaceship.
wrong on the story the other day. She fucking flipped out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
she was so fucking mad at you.
Me?
I don't know
No,
who this
Alicia
is, but
was.
we've been friends for so long, and you go and do this to me now.
I woke up and reposted a bunch of shit, and I spelled her name wrong because I was fucking like all fucking drowsy from melatonin.
Don't you dare.
Whatever. Are you bringing back the spaceship? I don't know, girl. You're gonna have to see.
And if it does, she'll be slinging them at the show, right?
The audacity.
The audacity. That's hilarious. Fuck. I have another question for you, James. Was what are some of your favorite songs to play? You know, obviously because you're new to the band and the new stuff you guys play, you know, to new stuff. But what are like some fun stuff live? Some of the songs you like playing that are just like, you know, get you going.
Well, so that's a good question. Mostly the stuff actually from intervals is my favorite things to play. Mainly because that's my favorite record that they put out. The songs are just extremely brutal. Andy is a fantastic, wonderful, great drummer, and his shoes are not easy to fill. And you know, his style of playing is different. You know, like every drummer's.
Right.
So to try and incorporate my style into his is it takes work, but for specific songs, I would have to say off the top of my head, obviously 8 Dead. That's like I think that's hands down like my favorite one to do. 11/22/07 is probably my next favorite just because it has so many fucking awesome blasts in it. Andy threw a lot of gravity blasts into that album, and that's like one of my favorite things to do. So, you know, he's like pressing my good feeling buttons with all that gravity.
Right, yeah.
So, and then probably This Time the Keys Are Broken is probably my other one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just mainly
cool, yeah.
because of blast beats. Just
Right, I know. Yeah, why not? And it's funny because at the house show, I didn't even notice you guys played Alpha until I was rewatching the footage, and it was like right in the beginning, then another song, and I was like, oh, it was sneaky. Like it's only 5 seconds long, so but I was. That's probably gonna be the best song to play.
We threw that one in there real quick. We were just like, let's do that. All right.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's great. But so what's the contrast to playing? Like obviously you did all the drums now on Distractions, right? So and
No.
now you can actually you didn't.
No.
Drew did them.
Drew did them.
Oh, did he? Well, shit me. Okay, never mind that. I was gonna say, you know, house.
But
band
I
style.
play them live, so you know
Right.
I do play them. But yeah, Drew programmed all those, and they're really
Okay.
great. Like they sound real as shit. So, you know,
So-
those songs are hard to play. They're not easy.
So he gave you a run for your money.
Yeah. To
So
keep me.
okay, so I'm guessing everything was written then before you hopped on. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense then. I see. So everything was already done. Well, at least it's not like crazy cyber grind shit where it's like you're never gonna learn it. You know, like at least you can play them live, right? So
Yeah.
that's really cool though. I didn't know that. So Drew had Drew roll. That's interesting. Okay. So do you find it hard like that it's not your style? Like, because obviously like every drummer has their own like thumbprint, right? Like they have their own style. Like, do you find it difficult to kind of learn someone else's work as opposed to like having free range and being like, okay, like I wrote this song, this is my style. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's things that Andy did in certain ways that he did it. Like I learned how to play blast beats from Paul from Cannibal Corpse with the open hand blast. And that's how I am comfortable doing it. So learning like how to, do a lot of the ride blasting, that over the years, that's taken me some time because I've always been my right hand's been, more dominant. So when I'm doing a blast, I want my snare to just be killing it the whole time. So
right.
there's things that Andy, when joining this band, I knew the songs, just for being a fan and buddies over the years. But
yeah,
joining the band, I really had to do, and I still do, a lot of homework where I constantly find videos and watch Andy the entire time and figure out, okay, he's doing this during this part, or this little part he's doing this way. So yeah, it's definitely,
okay.
Andy did a lot of stuff differently than how I do it, but I try to incorporate both, where there's certain things where if I can't get away with it doing it the way that I was doing it, I would do it his way. But it's kind of an intertwined mix. But
right. Yeah. More so like, so when you're playing live, you kind of just do a little bit of both type deal.
Yep.
That's cool though. No, that's interesting.
It's taken a little while to learn, and not the new songs were what has taken me the longest, but like, like my first practice when I went up to Bay City over the summer, Drew and I, kicked in and started playing stuff, and he would give me tips and pointers like this part goes this way, and there'd be parts where there'd be certain counts that I'd be like, how's that counted? And he would tell me, he'd be like, this is the count, and I'd be like, oh, okay, blast for X amount of time, so many beats, go into this for X amount of things, so it's definitely a learning curve, and I still learn, and the more and more we play live, I think this will I'll become more comfortable, and
like it'll fall into place a little more, and kind of no, it's cool that you do like research and watch Andy on like cell phone footage from like 2008 when it's grainy, but it's probably a little difficult, but it's cool that you actually do a little like, because like I've seen him live a handful of times, and like I'm not a drummer or nothing, but I just knew like that guy's a machine, like you know what I mean, like that was heck of a drummer. So I thought but I've always watched like your little videos too on Facebook and stuff, and I thought like I always thought, oh, as soon as I saw that you were part of the band, I thought, well, I think that's a great fit, because
thank you.
You know what I mean? So that's really cool. That's awesome. That's so like you get to play with a band that you grew up kind of liking and stuff, and then also they're like teaching you different ways and like kind of learning as you go as well, which is kind of fun, right? Like kind of open up the door a little more to like different patterns and different like styles and stuff.
Yeah, it's been, it's just constantly learning, which I like to do. Sometimes I get super frustrated with it, and I beat myself up a lot.
Yeah.
Where I try and nail everything as best I can, but everybody in the band, has been very encouraging, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad. That's cool. That's exciting. So what was the I did want to ask a question for Fox, was from Parasite Intervals, I remember you guys saying you wanted to be like much more like grindcore. What was like the change of like, what was the influence? Because going back on your other on an older answer you said earlier, was that even with Flesh and Blood, a lot of new metal, and then you had yourself, open up the doors to like all the Fair and Trustkill bands. You kind of change gears. Like, so was there something like that similar
Well,
that between Parasite and
so
Interval that kind of made you go a little more serious, I guess?
think of like all the songs on Parasite. The majority of those, besides like Paraphilia and Paganotropy, which are the two sore thumbs on that album, were written 2 to 3 years prior to Parasite even been recorded. Those were all songs that all of them were writing as children, pretty much. Not children, but like kids.
Right,
Fucking.
young adults.
So
Yeah.
like by the time Parasite was recorded, we were. I mean, at least they. Obviously, I wasn't even involved when they wrote those songs, but they had completely different tastes than things that they liked when they were writing the songs for Parasite. So by the time
Okay.
we were, writing for Intervals, we were, super into shit like Rotten Sound and
Yeah.
I mean, obviously like Cannibal Corpse and Aborted and Graf Orlock at the time.
Yeah.
Just Ed Gain, fucking just a ton of shit that was like
Yeah.
way different than what they were really listening to when they wrote all the songs for Parasite.
Right.
So like, as Parasite was going on, we started getting lumped in with a lot of bands that we didn't really feel like were like us, or that we wanted, we were friends with all these bands, but we didn't feel like musically where we were similar, especially with our mindset. So we wanted to go in the studio and show that we were, different and more of like a true grind / death metal band,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And,
so did you guys want to be taken more seriously as well?
Yeah, which is a really, it's always been hard with us because we're all just a bunch of fucking goofballs, and we show it very publicly. I feel like that we're just
that in between
silly,
the band's name itself.
Right, yeah, we're just silly dudes that
Right.
play serious music, so it's hard. We don't ever want to be like that. I know like our profile picture that we had, like our press photo that's like going around right now, we look all fucking like scary and tough and shit, which isn't us at all. It's like we fucking, we're just silly dudes, and
I was out of breath,
but we needed something.
Photo.
What's that?
I was out of breath in that photo.
Yeah, walking through the woods. But it's been hard to show that we're like a serious, we play serious music, but we don't want to also like hide who we are, like,
right.
We're just gonna laugh and have fun and do stupid shit, but also play serious music. So it's been a weird like checks and balances type thing that we've always had to do. And unfortunately, how we get perceived as people lumps us in with different types of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of remember the reviews when Intervals came out, and a lot of people that were like loving the Parasite stuff, was bashing Intervals, saying there's all serious, blah blah blah. There's not enough. There wasn't enough like cool noises coming from Drew's guitar,
right?
Mammy bars and shit, and like the song titles and stuff. So, and then I remember the people that thought Parasite was, a joke scene MySpace band, loved Interval. So it was like this weird, like,
what
I mean? Like
it was definitely, we lost a lot of fans and gained a lot of new fans.
It was like a weird, like, you didn't lose or gain nothing. It was like it like flip flopped. It was like it was a weird thing, and I remember reading reviews of like bad reviews against it. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like I think people were just kind of comparing it to Parasite, because if that was your first album, I think people would have been like all over it. I think Parasite with like the joke titles and stuff, like I think that's like, you know what I mean? I don't know, but in my mind, I feel like they kind of like made a lot of people veer off, which is unfortunate, because Intervals is, especially that 8-minute clock sound. I mean, Jesus.
Very mature.
Like, if anybody thought you guys were mature, just give Intervals a fucking listen, please.
Oh, fuck.
Someone said, was Intervals inspired by Death Wish bands?
Like, what do you mean? Like, were we listening to fucking Death Wish bands?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I'm always gonna listen to Converge. So fucking, like, Converge is one of my top 3, along with Poison the Well. So
Or
I
he's
mean,
in the
we're
well.
listening to I was listening to a lot of Curse back then, and I'm pretty sure they were a Death Wish band.
Yeah.
I mean, Death Wish has one of the most amazing rosters out of any label, so I'm probably gonna be influenced a bit by bands on Death Wish. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, Death Wish is a good label too, for sure.
Dude, Death Wish is fucking awesome. I can't believe they're fucking distributing our album right now.
And there's only
By
one
the way,
left, Drew.
there's fucking one left.
I know, like
One
someone
fucking
buy it
vinyl
already,
left, and
please.
nobody will buy it before it sells out. Somebody watching this, go to Death Wish Europe and fucking or on their website and buy that last vinyl so it sells out.
I know,
We've
it was
always
like
been all day. We're like, it's gonna sell out. And like the past 5 or 6 hours, there's been one left.
it does that sometimes.
We're like, oh
I
my
swear
god.
to God. It's the most frustrating thing. Like, there's sometimes I'll do a drop of like 100 CDs and it'll set at one for like 3 days, and I'm like, why? Like, it's why? Just someone buy it. Like, just
Right, yeah.
you know, it's annoying, but it's pretty crazy that you guys sold,
Dude,
all like the North American stuff,
dude,
and
they're
then
fucking sold out. Like
how
we didn't see that coming at all. Good Fight is like, what the fuck is going on right now? They had no fucking idea. The fucking like
it's
fucking
insane.
amazing. Like we didn't
I know.
fucking see that. We were all like, I hope somebody buys this. You know, like
Yeah, and you guys are like, our 3 variants. You know, is that too much? No, it wasn't enough.
Right? Yeah, we had no fucking idea, man. Like
No, that's
crazy.
killer. Like, I was like, when Drew messaged me, he's like, man, there's one left. Like, someone's gonna buy it, and I was like,
right? Yeah, I feel
one
like
left.
a dick now for being like, oh my god, somebody just buy this last one. But fucking, I'm still like just blown away that they fucking like pretty much sold out. Besides that one, you know?
I mean, technically,
to be fair, the white variants are still out there. We just have no control over them. But people can pre-order those too. Like I guess a lot of those have got pre-ordered as well.
there's other variants you're saying?
There's the white variant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm already gonna be hitting up UHF up in Royal Oak when that drops. I'm gonna go snag one of those whiteys.
It's kind of
So-
cool
Try,
that,
try and pre-order it if you can through
it's
the
cool
store.
that the smaller and bigger record shops will be getting those. I think that's
For
super
sure.
cool.
Yeah, I think that's
Get
cool,
it
and I
in some
think
mom and pop shops.
yeah, no, that's cool. Was that your guys' kind of idea, or
No, I had no idea that they were even going out to stores. I thought the
Oh, that's
white
cool.
variant was going to be online until it wasn't. I saw it wasn't.
Oh, okay? Because I remember when I was getting tattooed from you, so there's 3 variants, but then when I saw 2, I thought, okay, maybe he meant like the test press was the 3rd
No.
one, you know? Okay. Yeah, no, I got everything but the test press. I was too late, and I was like, damn it.
Right. I almost texted you when they dropped.
I was like laying in bed,
I was
and
like,
then
oh,
I
he's
like
on
I
there
look at my
already.
phone, and I had like 5 people saying, "Hey, buddy, they're up," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then you know,
There's only
I'm
30 of them.
frantically going like buying everything, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And then I went to the test press, and it was sold out, and I was like,
Yeah.
"I'll just have to buy it one day for $500. It'd be great."
Well, I mean, we might have a couple copies, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll figure it out. But what's this guy? Will you guys ever come to Mexico again?
Hopefully. That'd be sick. Fucking the Mexico tour we did back in the day, I think it was like 2007, was fucking insane. The Mexico City show was fucking bonkers, dude.
Yeah, who was that with?
That was us and this other. Oh, what was their name? It was a band from Mexico. God damn it, I cannot remember their name, and I feel so bad. But they were cool as fuck. But we shared like a fucking conversion van with them. There was like, I think like 12 of us packed in that van for the whole like 10 days. It was fucking crazy. So
That's
much
crazy.
crazy shit happened that fucking tour. I don't know what the climate of what Mexico looks like nowadays, but I would fucking love to go at least play a couple shows in Mexico. That'd be fucking awesome.
You guys did well over there, right? Like Mexico and
Oh
like,
yeah.
all the
It was fun.
yeah, you guys did
Even
well
when there were
overseas
shows
stuff.
were not like a huge turnout, they were still crazy. Like
Yeah.
they fucking went nuts, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's well, I feel like over there they don't get it as much, like the pride kind of. So I feel like when a band they like goes, then it's like
Yeah,
all
they're
hell
there to
breaks
have fun,
loose because
like,
because they're like, well, when's the next time this band or band that we like is gonna come to Mexico?
Here
you know
comes
what I
the
mean?
Kraken. Maybe I honestly don't remember. That sounds familiar though, so that might have been them.
Yeah, they were like a Mexican like deathcore kind of band type deal.
That sounds familiar.
Someone said, did you guys ever tour with Daughters back then?
We toured with Daughters for the Coalesce comeback tour. So it was Coalesce, Daughters, and us. Yeah, it was only like a run of like I think like 8 or 9 shows.
Oh, okay, it's like a little stint. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's exciting. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was I'm Back Daddies. Oh God.
Oh God.
Is there a way to ban
Oh
people
God.
on these lives?
Fucking Dan.
Dan
Such a
is
sweetheart, Dan.
It's winter, but it's very warm in Mexico City. Please come.
Right. Oh, with climate, I meant like political climate, or like
yeah.
If we're allowed in Mexico, if you
guys will be like
U.S. citizens are allowed in Mexico, like I don't know, the fuck, yeah. That was a fucking weird fucking contrast. Like going to Mexico, never even like thinking of like how things are different down there. That like we got ourselves into some shady situations, not even realizing what we were walking into. It was fucking wild. I'd be much more like aware of my surroundings as a middle-aged adult now going back there, But it was like fun. We had a blast.
Yeah, pretend you're. I was just gonna say, pretend you're Canadians. Yeah,
we live close enough to Canada. Fuck it.
Actually, I learned that. What was that? I was in high school, so I don't know if it is relevant today. But my teacher was like a backpacker, and she said that she would run into Americans, like when she would backpack in like Europe and stuff, and Switzerland and crazy places. And they said she met a bunch of Americans that would put Canadian patches on their backs because they treated the Canadians better than Americans.
It's fucking smart. Everybody
right?
hates us, man. I don't fucking blame them either.
I mean, at least you can admit that America is a little bit of
a shit show, man.
It's a shit show.
Jesus Christ.
And I live so close to Michigan that we get the news and shit, and I'm just like, am I watching like a fucking real life cartoon?
It's a circus, man.
It really is a circus. It's almost like a fucking crazy like sitcom.
Dude,
where you're just like, what's today's episode?
It's so embarrassing. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's
not to get like political, but not even just political. It's with how people act as humans. It's fucking ridiculous. Dude.
It's so bizarre. Even just driving in like Michigan and like seeing the bumper stickers and like just the crazy shit. I'm like, and
disrespect for fucking other humans, It's
any other living human being. Yeah, I'm so close, and it's like, how
it's not from. I'll be fair. It's not fucking everybody, obviously, but
no.
It's
there's definitely
you're gonna notice fucking shitty people more than you're gonna notice nice people, but fucking there's a fucking lot of them out there. There's a bunch of stupid motherfuckers here.
That's no, it's true. It's true. I did have a question that's been in my head, and I just want to find time to say it. But if there was a band right now, dead or alive, who would you guys want to do like a show or tour with, or like a fest with?
A fest?
I'm gonna ask both of you, so you guys can both answer.
Oh God, just one band.
I mean,
what's like a dream band that you would be like? That's active or not,
our goal,
somebody that
we have like at least Rick and I have an active goal to do some sort of run with Cannibal Corpse. Like that would be the fucking sick as shit.
That would be wild.
Rick said bodies in the gears of the apparatus.
Ooh.
I didn't expect him to say that. That's fucking weird.
That would be nice. That'd be sick.
Yeah. I played a few shows with those dudes. They were fucking sick.
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
But I think Man, it's fucking Dillinger, dude.
And did you
So
see
I
that little
think,
teaser and then they shut it down?
yeah, I guess Ben said fucking, they're not doing it. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking posting that, but yeah,
I think he knew what he was
Dillinger would be
doing.
my shit, honestly. I mean, I
Yeah.
definitely have other bands I would love to do shit with, but if we did something with Dillinger, I'd fucking flip out.
Circle of Dead Children.
Fuck. I played a show with them, I believe.
Did you?
Yeah,
Those guys
back
are.
in the day.
Yeah.
How were they live?
I mean, fuck. Yeah,
Loud,
this is
pissed,
Flesh
and
Blood
awesome.
days. Yeah, Rich
Wild,
said that they
pissed, and
played with.
awesome.
Yeah.
I would imagine because I never seen them, but their albums are pretty fucking wild. Rick's trying to join here, but it's not letting me.
Maybe there's too many people in here.
Poor
He's
Rick.
probably sitting on the toilet right now.
Rick, is this working? Put the toilet paper down and accept.
Sawtooth would be sick. We've been talking to them. Hopefully we can sort something out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys have any plans of like ever doing like a split? Was like, are you guys close to the idea if a band was like, like a Sawtooth was like, let's do a split? Like,
I mean,
will you guys be into that?
it'd be cool, but at the same time, like, if we're gonna write music, it's generally gonna be themed around something, not necessarily like around like just writing a song or two to put with somebody. It's gonna have like some sort of meaning. That's
Right.
kind of the direction we like to go. And have it all collectively be like a piece.
Right.
So like trying to share that with not to be, I'm not trying to down talk doing a split with any band, but generally that would kind of defeat what the purpose of what we try to do. Does that make sense?
Right. No, I see what you're saying, but and I've seen people do splits where they like have a subject and then the one band writes a few songs on their view, and you know what I mean, like so it's almost
Right.
like two different or like a scenario where someone sees it from this side point of view and then this side of point of view, where it's the same idea but two different angles of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a cool. I've seen bands do that where it's kind of like a neat.
Right.
So
mean,
it's not necessarily
I
you just
wouldn't
write
be
notes.
against the idea, but it would have to be. It wouldn't just be like two bands writing a couple random songs. It would have to fucking
Right.
have to be something meaningful.
Something.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy, did you ever say the bands you wanted to fucking?
What?
Yeah.
Did you say the bands that you would want to play with?
Oh,
Yeah. Let it
I
rip.
have two, and they go totally opposite end of the spectrum because I think that's kind of cool. I think if we were going to play with a grindy band, I would love to play with Regurgitate
Yeah.
because that would just be fucking sick, and I think Drew and I would both shit our pants. And then totally opposite end of the spectrum, Indian. I don't know.
Who?
Indian? Do you guys know who Indian is?
Indian.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh,
No.
God. They're from Chicago. They are heavy as fuck. Slow, heavy, crushing fucking awesomeness.
I'll
Is it
check that
anything
out.
like the LLNN band,
I don't know. I would
which is
just
pretty
just
much what
as
you
a-
just described?
just as a descriptive link, I would put them with Primitive Man type. Like
Okay.
Okay.
slow doom sludge. They're loud and fucking great. Hey, there you go. Shout out to Ethan and JP.
It's
But yeah, those two bands.
a good shirt. You don't see their shirts too often.
No, I think I have one around here somewhere that I can't even begin to even wish to get into. See, yeah, Dan knows what's up. Thanks, Dan.
Rick, I'm trying. I don't know if it has too many people, if it's only two allowed.
Do I weigh too much for this podcast? Am I too big?
Let me throw it on the scale real quick. I'll let you know.
That's hilarious.
Am I too big?
It would be cool to play with Cult Leader. I'd be all about that.
Call leader, yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's tons of bands. I mean, we all
Yeah.
love and
Yeah.
I would love to get on like some sort of fest, like some big ass fest, like Maryland Death Fest or
Right.
something like that, or even those beer and metal fests that are happening, like they do in like Philadelphia all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be fun.
But the Maryland Death Fest would be sick for you guys. That'd be fun.
Is Maryland, is that even still happening anymore? I heard that got canned.
Did it? I don't know.
I saw
I thought it was
some rumor. Actually, I think they were going to announce some bands for 2024 early next year. So,
Huh,
Yeah.
we'll see.
yeah,
I played
Yeah,
that with
Cult-
Dead Church once. It was fucking crazy.
hell yeah, I loved that band.
Oh, we got a good question for you. James. Is who are your top inspiration / favorite drummers?
Oh God.
BRB, I'm gonna get some water.
All sorts of people actually. As a kid, it was Neil Peart from Rush, and I said that correctly for the Canadian folks out there.
Yo!
Oh, Rick Daddy!
Hey, baby.
Oh, hey, what is up?
What's
Ricky
up?
Bobby's in here.
I am pissing, though. I'm not shitting yet. They gave me so much goddamn food. Like, give me 1 second to put my pants back up.
Like a true man, he pulls them all the way down.
Oh, my God.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Gotta hang them cheeks.
um,
All right.
some of my other favorites, I'd say.
I'm setting up to be almost a real person. There we go.
What was the question again?
Oh, shit.
Your inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Drumming
So,
inspiration.
like
Fucking Nick Barker.
Yeah, Neil Barker.
Oh, shit.
Not Neil Barker, but Nicholas Barker from Dimmy.
Travis
that's
Barker?
That's what we call him. We just call him Neil Barker.
What?
Definitely, Nick Barker from Dimmu.
That's your dad.
Jeremy Radu from Robinson for Speed.
Jeremy.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Mick Harris from Napalm Death for Speed. All
You.
sorts of people. I love all sorts of people. There's too many great drummers out there, and I just want to learn from all of them. And by learn, I mean rip off.
Rip off. First of all, who is Lance Dongstrong?
That's my buddy Seth from Fort Wayne.
And why is he jerking off?
What do you mean?
He says, "Yo, I'm jacking
need a
off."
reason?
Can you
That's
blame
what
him?
He says, "Scroll up."
Yeah. I mean,
I just want to say that's a
It's
great.
gonna
name,
get real
Lance
fucking weird
Dongstrong.
now, Ryan. You fucking asked for it.
Yeah, this is turned to
fuck you,
This is gonna be a
Seth.
shit
I'll
show.
put you on blast all day long.
Let's just let Rick talk for the next 20 minutes.
It's
because-
gonna happen anyway. Like, he's just gonna
It's
say
not true.
ridiculous shit for the whole rest of this thing.
That's my guy.
Listen,
He's asking me if I'm some kind of fucking virgin. Can he smell that on me? How does he know?
he knows. Trust me, he knows.
He's gonna sniff it. He's gonna sniffer on him, eh?
He's
Holy
terrible. I love him so much.
shit. I was behaving for this.
Oh God.
That reminds me, I went to a show a long time ago. Not a Scenic Tuesday show. No, not really. But a dude walked in and he had a shirt on that says, "I shaved my balls for this." And I
That
thought
was
it
Dan
so-
Gore.
It probably was.
Dan was fucking upset. Just shaved his balls.
I get it.
Sucked.
What's does anybody else have any questions? Rick is
Yeah.
here now, yeah?
Yeah, Kyle,
yeah,
I'm here.
Kyle.
I jerk it until I see dead kings.
So you just see me?
You guys gotta, if you guys
What's up,
tour, you
that
guys
wolf
gotta
dad?
share
I
a
don't know
van
who
with
you
this
are,
guy.
but what's up?
What was that? Sorry.
I was just saying
So
hi
you
to
guys
that wolf
tour-
dad.
Who's Wolf Dad?
I don't fucking know. I just said hi.
Oh, okay. What I was saying was when you guys go on tour, you guys gotta share a van with Rick.
Yeah.
I'm easy to
Pretty
get
much.
along with
I gotta
on
share
that.
my life with Rick, pretty much.
Yeah, straight up.
We live like a block away, and we work at the same place.
We've
You can't
been
get away.
like this basically for 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
Christ.
Might as well be the same
That's
person,
cool.
only I look better.
Depends on the fucking day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Today
Someone
you got
asked-
me though. You showed up with those
someone,
fucking fancy ass pants.
That's right. Fucking fancy.
Someone's asking what.
It's
Bears
fine.
up to
I'm gonna show up
today.
tomorrow with those diesel jeans.
I don't know what Bear's up to. Bear's kind of elusive. Rick just saw him at a Limp Bizkit concert.
I did. We got real
I know I've been-
drunk.
That's all I
Hey,
know.
what?
We got real drunk, but Bear's just being a fucking dad,
Yeah.
working for a cable company. He's doing all their IT work.
Interesting. Is he doing inhales too, or
No,
his vocals? No.
he'll
I remember-
inhale. He'll inhale
I remember
30
people
beers
always
real
having a-
fast.
No, I remember people always bashed him because he'd do his inhale vocals. I thought,
But
why does it matter?
so that's the funny thing about that shit is like, that's why he left the band initially. It was killing his lungs.
Yeah. Well, I
When he
know
wa-
it's like not like the most popular way, but people used to
Right.
like, make comments saying, "Oh, you're just doing inhales," like it was like a cheat way or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Which is fucking hilarious. But like
Well,
he went to the
yeah,
doctor
it's-
about it, and they're like, "You have the lungs of an 80-year-old man."
that's crazy.
He was 26.
Yeah. That's weird. Yeah. Someone says, name the next tour the pissing, shitting, and coming tour.
Okay.
I mean,
But
it's not wrong.
Lance Armstrong.
I think how people
Well,
think we're so
the finger
vulgar
gun
as
store.
people.
I mean, I am, but
Yeah, Rick is, I guess.
Oh, Kyle Calvert says, James, how are you liking that new snare head on that acrylic?
I'm actually I put the acrylic to the side and went to my trusty deep G maple, and I'm using that guy right now.
Nice.
it's so good.
It's so fucking loud.
Someone-
I mean I can't not use it.
Why wouldn't you?
I know.
Didn't you just get that set?
Well,
Yeah.
I use the set, but I don't use the snare that came with it.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Someone also said, this skinny fox is wish.com fox.
I'm not skinny by any means.
That's
I
not
fucking
true.
wish.
I've seen you so much fatter.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, like, I've dropped maybe like 30 pounds in the past like 6 months, but
It's all right.
I'm still fat.
Come on.
Get out of here.
You want to see fat? I'll show you.
What is
This
Still
Still a
boy.
bigger guy. For my height, I'm still a bigger guy.
Oh, maybe
You
like
call
the
me
height
fat
to weight.
then too.
Yeah, you're fat. You got a little gut on you. I saw it
Fucking
yesterday.
Dr. Fox over here, eh? Yeah, you're fat. Just diagnosing
Sorry,
everybody.
you got the fat.
Yeah.
Diagnosis obesity.
Wolf
Fucking
Dad.
Kyle.
Fuck you,
Any
Kyle.
any advice for a new drummer?
What's up?
Oh, Chad Lunger's in here.
This
Oh,
is for
shit.
James. He says, what did he say? Shit. Any advice for a new drummer by that Wolf Dad?
Practice pad all the time. Play your
Get a
all the
metronome.
time. I mean, you can. I don't.
Listen,
Pussies use those, eh?
listen. The drummer from 311 said, if you want to rock like a clock, get a metronome.
he did say that,
You
but
are rock.
my dad and father, Nicholas Barker, said just fucking blast.
Travis Barker.
No,
It's the fucking second time you say
Travis Barker doesn't even know
Lance
how to spell
Armstrong.
blast.
I fucking reported your comment, bro.
Seth is getting in trouble again.
we're all reporting them. We're getting 14 here. Best advice to give. Best advice gives worse advice. That's too good. That's funny. Do you guys know how
Yo,
these people?
shout out. Hold on a second. Shout out to Chad Lunger, who's in this shit right now.
Fuck yeah,
Chad's the one
Chad.
that's handled the majority of our artwork since before I was even in the band.
Nice.
I remember seeing you at the spot a billion years ago when you're still a baby.
End of sentence.
Yeah, that's all I have because like he showed up and he was like, "Hey, I'm Chad," and he was just like this tiny little dude. He was like
Now he's
maybe
got
16. Chad's
Man,
the
but that
fucking
dude did
man.
that dude did like everyone's artwork though. You guys, fucking what? Salt the Wound, Dance the Massacre, like.
Yeah, Chad. He
did
used
all
to
of
be
those
the
huge, like-
dude for fucking merch, you know. Now
Yeah.
he's the dude for tats.
Yeah, I would. I
Shit.
made those wild tattoos. It's crazy. Yeah, his artwork was always like one of my favorites. I have a bunch.
I mean,
of
all
his
those
stuff.
classic CNX Tuesday ones are all Chad, you know.
Yeah, like even the. Did he do the reprint of the UFO?
Yeah, he did the original UFO.
Yeah,
and the original.
Oh, he did
Penguin,
the original too.
and
Yep.
then he fucking came back and did the redos. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're
Well, I
both
didn't know
him.
he did the original one. That's cool. Yeah, that's. I always liked the Portals one for Arsenal's Little Girls that he did.
yeah, that was sick.
That
He
was
does,
a fun
everything
one.
he does is sick.
yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Chad's such a fucking murderer. He's been one for so goddamn long.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Do you guys
Dan
know?
Gore.
Hold on,
Who's
BRB.
Chad? You cheating on me, you whore? We cheated on you, or cheated on Chad with you, you dumbass.
This has turned into a Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know Dan6653?
What's that?
Dan6653. He says, Rick, what was it like being in a band with David Gunn?
Honestly, it was awesome. David's like the nicest fucking dude on the planet.
Hey,
Listen,
that's all right. So
I'll
his
say
stage
this right
presence
now.
is just
Like about all the King shit, like
Hmm.
David is as real as it gets, and he's fucking like he's gnarly. But if you're good with him, like he's such a nice fucking guy, and that's it.
I remember seeing them at Bloodfest 2007, and that was the first time I was scared of a band. He's just punching himself with a microphone,
Oh yeah,
bleeding. He's jumping on top of the tent trying to rip it down off the
Yep.
stage, and
Those
he's
dudes
like,
are fucking crazy, man.
they're throwing watermelons and fucking, they were lighting fireworks and shooting at the audience and like throwing like the guitars out and like
Oh, yeah.
garbage bins, and I was like, should I leave? that was the first time I felt like unsafe at like a show.
that's so funny because like that's the point, but at the same time is like they're just nice. Like every one of those guys, like they're all nice dudes. Like Gene's a nice fucking dude. David's a nice dude. Fuck, I've done stuff with Andy Workman for a billion years. They're just
And wasn't
solid dudes.
Was there a dude from Chiodos that played?
Well, there was one guy, but he wasn't like a Michigan guy. He was the dude who came from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a Michigan guy.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like. Well, I thought cause I seen pictures of him. And I was like, I don't really recognize him, like from
Yeah,
Chiodos. So
The dude from
was like,
Chiodos, that was in King. He was initially from Texas, but
okay.
I don't really know him. But all
Yeah.
accounts, nothing but a nice dude.
Yeah, no. I mean, I never talked to him, but I see a lot of like. I've seen him twice, and they were both scary times, and but then headlines
Right
and shit
there,
like lamb goat and stuff like that. Like they just seem like they're. And I saw a video where they were throwing out like dead deers at like a show
it was at
once.
Dirt
And, like,
Fest again.
yeah, like throwing out
Throwing
like
dead
animal
deer?
parts and shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just
Dead
found a
deer?
dead deer on the side of the road, put it in the van, and fucking hooked it.
It's a little
Fucking crazy,
but
dude.
I mean,
I don't know. That shit's funny to me. It's like it sucks if you're in the crowd, but I get it.
I mean, as an adult, I feel like I look at it. Yeah, it's funny, but then I thought it was like, they were.
No,
legit. They were
I
trying
get
to
that
hurt,
too,
They're
but-
trying to like hurt us, and I was like, why? We want to watch you. Why do you want to throw things at us? But I get the whole chaotic, like want to
Yeah.
be scared, but it was.
But, like,
it
I'll
worked.
say
It
this
worked
though,
for me.
David is real as it gets.
Yeah.
He's told me some shit. I know some other people have told me something. It's like, okay. But with that said, he is genuinely one of the nicest human beings alive.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I've never talked to him, but I would imagine he's either going to be really nice or he's going to be exactly what he is on stage,
Right.
a fucking
But
psychopath. So
well, he's both. It's just if you're not shitty to him, like he'll never do you wrong.
Yeah. So basically, he's good to you if you're good to him. But if you turn on him, he'll turn on you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. This dude's asking if Pig Destroyer also played.
Yeah, the Baltimore show.
Now, I bet that was a good show. I've never seen
It
Pig
was
Destroyer,
fucking insane. Yeah, I think
I would
that might
imagine
have been
they're
the
like-
only time we ever played with Pig Destroyer. But
but that was it.
it was fucking awesome. That show was fucking crazy.
Drew
was
called
there
me
ever-
immediately after that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Pig Destroyer. Did you guys talk? Like, did they say anything about like see you next Tuesday? Were they like, oh, we liked you guys, or
Well, Scott Hall, if I remember correctly, mastered intervals.
Yep.
oh,
So,
right
but that
Yeah.
was that show we're talking about is before then.
before, right?
Yeah. I mean, we probably chatted for a minute at the merch table. I know I got a free shirt somehow, so I must have talked to one of them.
right.
Rick, I think you have that shirt now. That baseball tee.
Oh, so fuck.
That's
You
from
want to
when
know
we
what's
played
funny
with
about
Big
that
Destroyer.
shirt?
Yes.
Your ex turned it into a back patch for me.
Hilarious. Anyway,
Well,
yeah, we fucking.
It's on my jean vest.
Yeah, that was the only sick. We played with Big Destroyer one time, and it was cool.
I want to play with the
Wow.
claustrophobic nosebleed, please.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would be
let's
sick.
go.
Are they active now or no?
I mean, I assume they're as active as they typically are. They haven't had anything come out in
Yeah.
quite a while.
So they kind of go and then kind of dip out and then poke their
Yeah.
heads out. Yeah. Is there any band that was like an old, like obviously like Pig Destroyer is older than you guys and stuff. Like, was there ever a show that you guys played where like maybe even a band you looked up to or something came and said, "Oh, I dug your band," or a band you weren't expecting to like your band, be like, "Hey, you guys,
Uh,
kind of
Yes.
threw you for a loop there."
yeah.
It happened on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Saturday
Yeah.
was fucking
Our boy.
reality. Yeah.
What was the dude from Black Dolly or something? Didn't he? Like,
Yeah. Alan. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We're all fucking
He's-
huge Black Dahlia fans, and he was there just
Yeah.
fucking screaming the lyrics. It was fucking insane.
I
That's
drank
crazy.
so many beers with him after we were done.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah. he
What's
was
up?
fucking
Is he
cool
still
as
in the
shit.
band?
Yeah, he's a drummer of Black Dahlia.
That's crazy. I remember going to do you remember Max that runs a sanctuary when he had
Mhm.
halfway house?
Yep.
Yep. And we went to I forget who played. I think it might have been the Phobia show. But Trevor actually showed up to that.
Oh,
that was
so-
like 2013 or 14, but him
Fuck.
and his like girlfriend at the time or whatever, like they were both there, and I thought, well, that's wild. Like,
So when Trevor
know?
still lived in Michigan, you'd catch him at a lot of shows in Detroit.
All the time.
oh, I heard he was like an avid like underground, like he'd go to like the small shitty shows. That
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
and stuff,
Fox,
which
he was
is
at
cool
that
to see.
Black Breath show we went to.
Yeah. I remember seeing him at the Magic Stick quite a few times for just like random ass shows. I think he was there when I
Yeah.
went and saw Paul Bearer, maybe.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, no, that's cool that you know that he kind of like stuck it with like you know.
He
Yeah.
loved the
That
underground.
was-
Yeah, Trevor
that
was a
that was
champion of
him,
any
you know?
band that was
Not
heavy.
that I fucking knew him, you know, we weren't like bros or anything, but you know, just had that reputation that he was
Yeah,
in it to win it, you know. That was him.
yeah. I've watched interviews and he seems he's very like still about like the starting of bands, like you know going up to see like cool new coming bands at like shitty clubs or underground, you know, like basement shows. Like it was cool.
Dude
that,
just like
for a guy
metal.
who's, like touring
Yeah.
the world. And he,
That was
you know, like
from what I understood, that was his whole life was just fucking
Yeah.
metal, dude. You know, so
yeah.
he was
he
in
seemed
it.
like a huge that's really cool. I feel like a lot of people just forget about that shit, right? And they kind of just like fuck off after that. But like, no,
Yeah,
it's
he's
cool
just
that
at some random show with 10 fucking people in the basement, you know. So,
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
he'd be
it's-
the guy
it's
going,
crazy.
"Oh, that was sick."
Yeah, no, I remember like no one talked to him. Like they were just all like whispering, like there's Trevor,
Yeah.
there's Trevor. But, like no one would
'cause
talk to him. It
I
was
was
like,
one of those
Trevor.
people at shows. I'm like, this is fucking Trevor, dude.
That was the fucking man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor is fucking, God, he was so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we're
it was
gonna
so-
start
it was-
crying. If we do.
It was so cool.
Yeah, let's do anything else but this.
Yeah. We're going down a
It was,
sad
we're going
road
down
right
just
now.
super cool for
We're
for
going.
But Alan was there on Saturday. So,
That was
yeah,
super
that
cool.
Sick. When we were in France on the Hate Eternal tour, like the bass player for fucking Aborted showed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we were like, what the fuck? And we hung out. Like, I fucking love Aborted. Like, what is it, Gormageddon? Is
Yeah.
that the name of the album? Dude,
Yeah.
I jammed that shit forever. Like when I was like Flesh and Blood and shit. So like, and he just
Yeah.
showed up. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Then I
Listen.
got kicked out of France.
One of the biggest things
wild.
I watch on the internet is like drummer videos. And my favorite one to watch is Ken Bernetti or Bernadette. I can't remember his last name, but is the drummer of Aborted.
Okay.
And he's like the sleepiest looking dude on the planet, but he's just sitting there going, and just doing all the sickest blasts, like no big deal.
He's in the zone, man. You know.
Yep.
I don't know what he's in, but like he's fucking murdering it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
like,
only saw them once. I think it was like one of those Summer Slaughter shows, you know, the fest, but it was in Majestic. But yeah, they were like wild live too.
dude, so good.
Wait,
Yeah,
Fox,
they
we
were-
saw them with Cryptopsy at the Sanctuary, right?
Yeah. That's when
Fuck yeah.
like their newer album came out, which is
Right,
fucking insane. I forget what it's called, but
right before
God, that was-
shutdown.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was another
wild
band,
band.
too that fucking ripped on that show. I freaking forget what they're called, but they were really good. But yeah, God, I fucking love Aborted so much, and I have for so long.
Is that a band that if they asked you out on a tour, you'd be like,
Fuck
Yep.
yeah!
Yeah, in a fucking
so
heartbeat.
say you get an email from Aborted and Cannibal Corpse.
That'd be fucking insane, dude.
Wait, are they two separate emails?
Separate. You gotta choose. They're separate.
They're emailing us as one.
They
They're
CC'd
emailing
us
Like
at
on
the
it.
same
Aborted and
time.
Cannibal Corpse got together, and they're like, "Hey, let's start an email account together." And then,
And you guys are
You
just
know,
you
I
guys are
think we need
just
to
sharing each
fucking find
other's.
an apartment and
Yeah.
start an email account, maybe a joint bank
And you,
account,
and
and then
you
let's
guys
get
are
old
sharing
and see you
Taco
next
Bell.
Tuesday.
You guys are sharing Taco Bell coupons and shit. You know, your
Right,
little spam.
It came from an email address.
If I can hang out with
yeah.
Ken and fucking Eric Rutan at the same time, let's go.
Eric Rutan, what a fucking crazy dude.
He's so
Oh,
sick.
bro. Fucking bro. Fucking bro. When we toured with like every day was one of the craziest things ever. That dude fucking rules. Who's
So-
the gayest to see you next Tuesday? Wow.
It's probably me.
Yeah, me too. I'm fucking gay as shit.
That's true. Let's go.
Let's see.
I'd kiss all
Hold
of them.
on. hold on, real quick with
All
that
fucking
last
French
kid.
kiss fucking Dan Gore.
Here's the thing is, I don't know who's watching that remembers. One of the last promo photos I was in, it was Bear and I kissing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
gotta plug my phone in, BRB.
You
I
should,
just saw that flyer today.
It took me like 10 years to find it, but I have it now. And Bear kept getting so fucking mad because every time we went to take the picture, I put my tongue in his mouth.
I think that answers
So
the
what's
question.
the
Andy,
What's
what
the,
the fuck is up?
Andy's in here?
No, different Andy.
Oh.
Andy from Fort Wayne. He's
different
the
Andy?
fucking man.
so what? I don't think I remember this picture. Maybe you'll have to show me later.
Just shoot me a text later. I'll send it to you.
The only one I know of you is the one that I brought to the show that you signed. The
Yep.
you
Yeah.
know, whatever.
The
muscles.
promo.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
you know.
Green one.
Yeah.
The you
What's
know.
funny is, like, so for the picture for that, we spent an hour taking fucking promos, and when the guy goes, just do it whatever the fuck you guys want, we all just went like this, and he took the picture and goes, I'm so pissed.
Okay, I kind of remember that picture. You guys are all like doing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It took us,
Okay.
that picture took 2 seconds. We had it, but like everything leading up to it took so long because we can't be serious.
So any photographer, probably you guys are blacklisted at this point, or
Probably.
Most of them. Yeah.
James got to see it. Like, we just laugh. Like, we write serious music, but like, all we want to do is like yell and laugh.
yeah. No, I that's what Fox was saying earlier before you hopped in after your big shit, and
I didn't poop. I haven't pooped yet, thankfully. Like, I thought I was gonna shit my pants trying to walk home, but
yeah, that's a bummer. I've been there, and it's
I have not.
We're back to this.
I want no part of it.
you know nobody does. It just happens, you know, like a car accident. You don't want to get in a car accident, but it's sometimes just that just happens, right? So
Fair enough. I can't argue that.
That's life, man.
You don't know until you
There was
gamble.
something that popped in my head earlier. And do you guys remember the band? I don't know how to say the name really. It's like Chimera or something, or
Chimera?
yeah.
Yeah.
And do you remember people saying Parasite art was a ripoff off of their Resurrection or whatever?
It
Fucking.
was the same artist. Like,
I
we didn't
know,
rip
but
it off, you know? Like,
I remember. I
Oh,
remember people blowing up,
shit.
going, "Fucking rip."
I remember Drew getting all pissy about that.
I remember that.
Parrish had the same artist too at the time. Like the same guy did like 4
Yeah.
or 5 albums at the same time, and they all came out around the same time.
Yeah. Also, Parrish was the money one. The
Yeah,
money
like
fall
we
or
didn't.
Whatever.
It was Barrett was just like, "Hey, we got this guy to do your artwork. Here it is."
No,
It's not like we
yeah,
were like, "Yo, let's rip off Chimera."
Yeah, no, I just it just popped in. I was like, it's almost as stupid as when people said,
Right.
"Why did Fox rewrite the Summer Sampler lyrics?" Well, you
Right,
don't even know what
yeah.
the fuck Bear said,
Right.
so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Like,
exactly.
but I
There was
remember
no
people
lyrics.
Okay. You guys want some real fucking insight to that shit?
Yeah.
So, granted, I've never seen a lyric sheet, but when we asked Bear, like, what do you do for lyrics? Like, how are you writing these? He goes, oh, I just like lay in my bed and listen to explosions in the sky.
Yes. That's how I do it.
I mean, I love explosions in the sky, but
Listen,
I don't think
they're
I've
a
ever
fine
listened to
band,
him.
but he would take
They're
our
a fine
songs
band.
and go, I'm going to write lyrics, but I'm going to write them to this band, not my
Well, I mean,
band that
it's
I'm
such-
in.
like, not only is it like a really mellow band, but it's an instrumental band. So how is he getting fucking lyrical inspiration for like a grind band?
Well, he would lay in bed and watch Steven Seagal movies at the same time.
Watching him
Fucking
break
sick,
fucking
dude.
hands and throw people through
Fuck
car
yeah.
windows.
On down the ground, motherfucker.
I wish he was here to defend himself a little bit because I have a
Fuck 'em.
really
Yeah.
good story about it.
I feel like we're starting to get into the bully arena here.
We can because we
I love
have
Bear, but
all the
fuck 'em.
generations of See You Next Tuesday here now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very much.
All right, so
that's true.
this is where it started. He was watching Above the Law, and there's that scene where Steven Seagal's fucking that chick, and they get shot up, and he goes, "Well, I was jerking off, and that chick got blasted by the shotgun, and I blew a load and felt bad."
Are you talking about your Saturday night or what's going on here?
Oh, that's
Talking about
Tuesday.
Bear.
That's how
Bear
Bear
just-
started writing lyrics to Explosions in the Sky because he felt so bad. He had to do something different.
Hey, well, it worked. People apparently were so mad that Fox rewrote the lyrics that, so it worked. His method worked. Must have been really touching stuff.
Something like that.
That's so funny. And then I do remember people ripping on him for straightening his hair a lot too.
Oh, yeah. I will say this. So we did, when we toured with Robinson, like they were giving him shit about that on tour, and we were doing a bunch of battle sets. And Bear said the best thing about Paul. He goes, "Listen, guys, I know everybody's got some shit to say about me straightening my hair, but Paul sits on the toilet backwards to pee." And then we went into a song.
Like I'm picturing that right now, and I go, like, I'm gonna try that when we're done this because I feel like it's kind of comfortable.
It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done it.
That's so
That's
fucking
hilarious.
funny.
Listen, I've been blackout drunk. I'll AC Slater a toilet.
Okay, there's a question.
Oh, there is.
Kyle says, weird question. I remember an artist that went by Blair Kills. Used to do a bunch of My Suit Era bands merch designs. I don't even know what happened to him. Ring a bell?
The name sounds familiar. He might have did
Yeah.
something for us, but I don't fucking
Thing.
know what it was.
Kyle, is that the dude that did that Ursa Major shirt? He was in a band a long time ago too, and it had that like guitar pedal mouth. I'm wondering if it's the same guy because he sold that design to a bunch of bands. They had like the same shirt. It's kind of funny. Bear's hair getting made fun of was always the best.
Listen, the comment after, that's fucking killing me right now.
I used the bidet backwards once.
We're the shit.
Now that's fun. That's so fun. I wonder what would happen with that. That's interesting.
I mean, if they're into sounding, it went up their pee hole.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. I used the bidet backwards. I don't even. I think the design was supposed to be a See You Next Tuesday design, but they didn't take it. You guys remember? Well, I don't know. This is probably before Fox, but there was like I don't have a picture of it, but there was like a guy with like a guitar pedal for a mouth with like a weird head. Does that ring a bell for you, Rick? I know you were kind of more in the earlier.
Can you say that one more time? Sorry. Like, my heater
There was a-
blasting.
There was a design that I think this Blair Kills guy sent to you guys. You denied it, and then Kyle, his band, ended up taking that design. But it was like a guy's face and his mouth was like a guitar pedal.
Shit. That might be a question for Drew because he ran most of the MySpace at that point.
Yeah, he had like pickups in his mouth. Yeah.
Fuck. I
I
don't remember. So that, depending on when it was, we also could have been like, there was the last section when I was in the band initially, we played, what was it, 70 shows in 90 days? I didn't see a computer for like most of that.
Right. Yeah, knobs for eyes. This guy knows, whoever this ever. Yeah, you know. But
That's
anyways.
Brian. That's Brian.
Brian. Hey, there's Frankie.
Hi,
Hi,
Brian.
Frank.
Frank,
Frank.
Frank the Tank. What's up, buddy? Hi.
Sir Franklin Conan Fox.
Don't eat chips in front of him.
Oh, I did it earlier today.
God damn it.
He's got to learn.
I remember when Poor gave Lane Danza a lap dance for his B-day and had poo marks on his undies.
He meant Cooter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Poor gave Cooter. Nice. This true?
It's very true. Yes.
Probably.
We made Lane sit down, and then Cooter ended up giving him a full-on lap dance in front of everybody.
And Cooter had the stains.
Probably. I mean, we were on tour, and it was Cooter, so more than likely
I'm guessing Cooter was a little bit of a
shitter. Yeah.
shitter. No, that's good. That's yeah. No, that's straight to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one question left.
Sure.
What are your future plans for the band? What's like
5-year
plan? You know.
I mean, right now we're planning up until March.
Yeah.
Like,
Small steps.
So we got 2 shows next month. Then I can't really tell a lot of like release date stuff except for the album. But I'll say that you are gonna get a couple more songs and shit before the album actually comes out.
Cool.
We have like a couple special type merch drop things that we're gonna do. Rick and I are trying to set up. Rick and I are both super into Magic the Gathering, more so like EDH, like Commander style Magic, and we're setting up a thing where we can play like fans and give them a chance to win like Magic related "See You Next Tuesday" merch.
Oh, okay.
And then as soon as we
get
get out
wrecked.
that, yeah, pretty much. We're very competitive, so people are probably going to be mad at us. And then and we got 3 shows in January. And then I'm sure we'll be playing shows around the release date of the album.
Yeah. So 3 shows in January. Are those all Michigan shows? You guys
No, well, 2 of them are. We're playing
2 are,
Chicago, Grand Rapids, and Detroit.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You guys are playing Chicago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yo, what's up
once
at the Beat
album
Kitchen?
the Beat Kitchen, is that where you're playing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So when you guys drop the actual album, do you plan on doing? I don't know if you say it or not, but do you plan on doing?
We're
like
hoping
a tour for it.
We're not a tour, but
Not a
dates.
whole tour, but
yeah.
you know, like
It's really hard for us right now, being that we all have big boy jobs. That
Right.
to like be like, yeah, we're leaving for a fucking month, you know. So something has to be really important or worth it for us to be able to go out and do something lengthy. For the time being, we're just going to focus on smaller runs around. Probably nothing more than like 4 or 5 days, and that's like pushing it. But I'm assuming around the release of the album in February, we will be doing something. Yeah. We have some things up in the air right now with it, but nothing is not even close to being set in stone.
Set in stone, right? Yeah. Okay,
Plus,
well, that's cool.
I have to like get permission from my boss.
Which is me.
I hope he denies it.
Yeah. Stay home, motherfucker, and make me some money.
It'd be so good though. Drew would be so upset. Speaking of Drews, my dude Kentucky Drew right here.
Oh, that's the Drew?
That's Drew Cruz. I don't know anybody who's watching, if you know the band Dead Icons from Kentucky, that's their fucking guitar player. That's the fucking man right there.
Man.
Oh, nice.
That's the man.
That's
they
exciting.
have they have a reunion show this weekend.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah. Fucking what's the dude from Trust Kill's other label?
What's that?
Trust Kill stopped being a thing and to do something else. They're under that, if I remember correctly. And they're about to go fucking destroy it in Lexington next week or this weekend.
That's exciting, eh?
He's the man.
Someone
He lives
said-
in Michigan now. He's in my other band, and he's just like a fucking good friend.
That's fun. You're in another band
is.
too, Rick?
Yeah. I have a death
Cool.
metal band, but we don't have a drummer. They all quit. Nobody likes to blast that much.
Except for Jimmy
Get
Blastbeat.
Jake to hop on.
Well, he might.
I'm available for hire.
Yeah.
I like to party with my friends.
I don't know. You were scared when I texted you immediately, like when I texted you about this shit.
Yeah, because I thought someone was punking me. I was looking out my car window for Ashton Kutcher. I was like, where's Ashton
Did it
Kutcher
come
at?
out?
What?
What was that, Ryan?
I forget already. I don't remember. I'm reading these, so I feel like only one thing at a time can go into my noodle here. But Keith says, what did Drew get covered up with his blackout? Oh, his tattoos.
Yeah, he just had a bunch of shitty tats. Like,
You know what? Have you guys read the Lamb Goat comments?
I saw that, and there was nothing
shit show.
racist there. It was just a bunch of bad tattoos.
No, I remember when he had tags. Like, I remember there was. Yeah, I think.
What happened?
I forgot. Well,
on
Lamb Goat, a
Goat,
bunch of
somebody
people
was
saying he
Go
got
ahead.
blackout tattoos because he had racist tattoos.
He had a bunch of like Converge artwork tattooed on him.
Yeah, I remember. And those
no.
little
It's,
hands he
the
had that come
Converge
up
stuff
and shit.
came after. He had a bunch
Yeah.
of bullshit. Just like, you know what it is when you're starting out. It's just like, let me try this on you, and it's just garbage tats. And he was like,
Somebody
get,
said
like-
he had racist tattoos.
yeah,
Like
it's like the
multiple
funniest
people.
shit I've ever heard.
Wow.
Go look. I forgot Lamb Goat comments was a fucking dumpster fire,
I'm
and
not
I
even
was
gonna
reading it.
jump into that. I read the first like 6, and I'm like, yeah, this is funny. I'm
Listen, coming straight from AutoZone.
out. Yeah, that was the funny. The first comment was, "See you next Tuesday," and then parentheses from the AutoZone break room. That was hilarious. That dude
What does that even
fucking
mean?
ruled. Like, because we
Because
look
we're
like
old and
shit
shitty
as
looking.
old dudes. They think we
Oh,
all
yeah,
work at. We've been working at AutoZone this whole time. That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there was
I
a few
fucking
comments
losing it.
saying, time didn't do well with these guys.
Yeah,
and
right,
Stuff
yeah.
like that.
Well, yeah,
I'm like,
no
what do you
Yeah, we
shit.
look like shit. We're like almost 40 years old, you know? Who gives a
I
fuck?
drink like 800 beers all the time. Like, give me a break. I've had some like
No, I-
organs removed. I don't have all my teeth. Fuck off.
I don't have all my teeth.
I don't. I got
Take
my
them out,
show
take them
teeth.
out.
That's what matters.
Right. Yeah. That's so fucked.
He can eat wings with them, so that's what matters.
See?
Eat wings
Fuck
with them?
y'all. I sleep like 3 hours a day. I have like trash bags hanging from my fucking eyes. Give me a break.
Trash bags. Yeah, you just sleep on those pillows, eh?
I wish I'd be a lot more fucking. Well, I don't know. Fox gave me this cool wedge thing, and like I have my Tempur-Pedic pillow.
Pedal.
Yeah,
Pillow?
give me a break.
New
I
pedal.
don't have heartburn when I sleep. My allergies don't bother me, so it's like it's fucking amazing.
It sounds like a hell of a life, Rick.
It got better.
Yeah. That's good. That's always good. Yeah, I don't have any more questions. So.
Anybody else have any more questions? Otherwise,
Anybody?
I'm going to bed.
This is your last hoorah. Type them. Get
Not
those
from
fingers
Dan
going.
Gore either.
No, we're gonna blacklist him. We're just pretending he doesn't exist.
he
He exists in my heart.
He sent me a friend request
Yeah.
today. Should I accept it or deny?
say, I accepted
Ooh.
it, but if you want to pull a Drew, wait 8 years.
That was the worst.
Love you, Dan.
That's
Thanks for doing this.
There's
Why? He just puts why.
sorry. There's been 2 good jokes going on for a while. Is Jimmy and I bailing on Drew, and Drew not accepting Jimmy's fucking friend request. He's so upset.
He didn't give 2 shits about what I had to say. He was like, "No, I'm good."
This guy keeps asking for the track list, but if you just
For the
went to
album?
website, it's there.
Yeah, it's on a bunch of websites.
I think it's on. Was it
It's
on
on the
Metal
Lamb
Sucks?
Goat post, right?
I think it's on Lamb Goat, and I think it's on one other one if I remember. But yeah.
It's out
You
there.
can just fire up Apple. It'll show you.
Yeah, Google knows.
Google knows everything.
That's fucking real.
Anyone else still have a cunt belt buckle or just me? Oh yeah,
Whoa.
That's cool.
that's pretty fun. I forgot about those.
I forgot about those. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy.
The belt buckle, yeah, there was like it had the logo, then it said just cunt over the logo, I think, right, or something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Damn.
They used to be up on like the ferret site for a
Yeah.
long time.
That's
for a
fucking
while.
crazy.
I also missed those glasses. I think I saw you drinking out of one.
Oh yeah,
I missed those.
I just
Oh,
I didn't even
hold
think
on.
about it. I was just like fucking this is from the
It's
beer
fitting.
fest we played back in like 2017.
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually that was
there it is.
oh, you guys all got one. Cool. Let me get mine too. Here.
I don't have one.
Boo-hoo,
man.
Jimmy.
I don't
When
have
I
one.
More
actually
money
paint,
on vinyl.
I use that glass as my rinse cup.
You don't use it as a pee cup on the side of the bed?
Thought your
More or
Metal
less.
Injection interview was your third album.
I was gonna bring that up earlier about
I'm
that.
surprised
and I
I
was like,
even posted about the album. Okay.
I didn't see on the site. Oh, okay. That's so funny. Metal Injection interview. What was your third album? That's good.
That's
I didn't see it on the other site. Yeah, no, it's. I think it's on Lamb Goat there.
yeah,
It's
and if
funny
you
for-
look up on Apple, like on iTunes, it shows you the whole track listing, but only "Hey Look" is available to play.
That's kind of
Yeah,
the wild
right.
thing about that too. It's like Apple always does that, and it pisses me off.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
sick!
kinda-
You have a new record? Great, one song.
one song. That's fine.
Just dangling.
Okay,
it.
so no one else
Yeah, any more questions? Otherwise, we're fucking out of here.
leaving.
Give you
I mean, I
one
just
more
gotta get
minute.
out party.
It's just gonna end up
Rick's-
Rick talking to random ass people. Any ideas for a live
Nope.
recording? No, not at all. It'll sound so fucking bad.
It'll sound like this.
That's what it sounds like.
Don't give yourself that much prop, no?
I have an OG hoodie with the Argyle print of clits and the kangaroo pouch on the front. Sweet.
Nice. It's a good shirt to wear on a first date, I'll tell you that.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Any more music videos?
Or dingles.
Singles, I think.
Yo, I got some dingles for you.
Some dingleberries.
We have a lot of content coming out. We'll say that.
So
There's a lot of visual content that will be coming out in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Quite a
in
bit.
other words, you're gonna get sick of you pretty quick.
Yeah, most likely.
Hopefully.
Oh, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys release your fourth album, just clocks for fucking
Yeah,
3
just
hours.
fucking all sorts of clocks and.
Hey,
alarms.
did you run the clock shirt idea by the rest of the band we were talking about? It's fucking. When we were doing the
No, I forgot about it. You can just explain it to him if you want.
Yeah, so I was like, we are talking about the clock ending, and I said, you guys should just make a shirt with a clock that says, I'm sorry, and just have a fucking clock.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, you were talking about this shop the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were there. Yeah. I just thought it'd be funny. You know,
I mean,
people get it.
Thrown out of
it's
a
not
movie
the
theater.
worst thing I've ever heard. I'd be fucking behind it.
I'm just waiting for.
But at
You
the
got
same
thrown
time-
out of the movie theater. What do you
I've got
expect
thrown out of
wearing
movie
vulgar
theater.
ass t-shirts?
Who's wearing a vulgar ass t-shirt?
This dude said he got thrown out of a movie theater for wearing the I Heart Cunt shirt. I don't know what he
Shit.
expects wearing that shit in public.
What movie was he trying to see? That's what I want to
Yeah, what
know.
movie?
All right.
He was in. I think he was in Lion King too. So
Yeah.
Was it like
Awkward.
the re-showing of Avatar?
Why a re-show? What the fuck?
They've been doing that throughout the years. Like, you never wanted to see some bluebies?
Some content. Did fucking
Bluebies.
Chad say that a second ago?
Some blipples?
Some bloobs, man.
I love me a good set of bluebies.
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's
Yeah,
why I can't
yeah,
wait for
for
the new
sure.
one.
I can't wait for the new one.
Will Good Fight ship out to Australia? That would be a question for Good Fight. I have no fucking idea.
Wouldn't that actually be a question for Death Wish?
Actually, it might be. Yeah, you would have to get it. I think
Oh, yeah.
Death Wish is handling everything outside of the United States.
Fucking Chad! Fuck you!
Avatar fleshlights.
Hey guys, I want to say something.
He needs to draw that up as a See Next Tuesday shirt design for sure.
I want to say
Go ahead.
something. Next, I'm going
Quitting,
to
huh?
show it.
Uh-oh.
I thought he was going to show me a
Oh, it's
Avatar
sold out.
fleshlight.
It's
Sold out.
Sold out.
We sold out finally.
I hope whoever bought the fucking last one is here. Thank you.
Fuck
Yeah,
dude.
for real, eh?
Dude.
Ryan,
It
was it
sold
you?
out. It fucking sold out.
That's wicked, though. That's so good.
Was it you, Ryan?
No, I already
You already
already
bought
spent
30
too
other
much
fucking
money on
copies.
you fucking clowns.
Holy shit. That's fucking wild, man.
So
Fuck
how
yeah.
many altogether? How many?
I
how
don't
many,
know, but I
I,
mean, we didn't
hold on,
expect
I'll be
it.
right back. Fuck, that's so sick.
He's going to take a shit for
He's
sure.
gonna go
Shitting
poop.
It. Yeah, he's poop. Let it all out. Let it all out, Rick. Let it all out.
Holy shit.
So you don't know what each variant was out of?
I think there was around like between like 800 to 1,000 total. Like
Damn.
between all of them. I mean, like I said, those white ones are still out there, but all the internet ones are fucking gone.
The white ones are out there, but they're
Well,
Those
the
are
white
short,
ones
right?
you can
to the
still
indie
order
stores.
if you find them through the right store.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
But,
So, but
you know,
still, like all the online stuff's gone, like UK or like the overseas and
Yeah.
everything. That's wild.
Everyone.
dude,
And you're thinking about 800 just online?
I mean, I don't even know. I'd have to ask Good Fight. What's that?
I think for online we had 500.
James, you say 700?
I think there's 700 total, but 500 went online, and the other 200 are the
Okay.
white, and those are getting distributed into stores.
Okay. And then plus
That's wild.
the 30 test presses.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. But still, I mean, for second day for us who haven't been around for fucking 14 years, you know, like, what the fuck, man?
Literally.
That's
fucking-
wild. And not to mention, I mean, how many people listened to the single before they bought it? You know what I mean? Like, most people probably just snagged a bunch of shit.
Right, yeah. You
Before
know, there's
they
got to be
even
some
jammed it.
resale people out there that fucking snagged a bunch of them.
I'm sure
Which
there's
is the
some,
shittiest
but
part of all limited edition crap. It's fucking, but that's what makes it cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi, Frank.
I'm just like I'm stoked that they're gone, but like, congrats to Drew.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
this all
this
came
is
from
flowers
Drew.
for him. Like, I remember watching what happened with intervals, and like, good
Yeah,
for
we-
Drew.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Good job, Drew. Even though you don't use Instagram,
he's
I
involved-
know you fucking. You
Drew that doesn't know
ass.
how to use Instagram.
I know he was the first guy because I figured, like, I know you guys were like probably tattooing,
Yeah, we were at
so
work.
I was just like, well, Drew, I was already talking to him about, him going, there's only one left, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, my original interview bailed, you want to do something. He's like, is it on Instagram? I never use I don't have it. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
you won't use it.
okay then. But, no, that's wild. Though that's so 700.
Plus, yeah.
Fuck.
That's crazy. And it went on sale yesterday.
Yeah.
What at 9 a.m.?
Fucking early. I was getting text messages. So basically, under not even 2 days.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Shit that we thought was gonna be like available
Yeah.
until the album got released. Like
Right.
Like I said, Good Fight's like, what the fuck is going on?
So even they were a little like blown away by like the response.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, they had no
That's
idea.
cool. I'm curious to how many like merch and like CDs and stuff you sold too. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I don't even know.
what
I know that
Or-
the cassette tapes were almost sold out too. Like last time I checked, like 6 or 7 hours ago, that there was only like 10 left.
and that was out of
I think it was
200?
less
That was
than
out of
that.
50.
A couple hours ago, it's like 4.
50.
Yeah, those are extremely limited.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, so fucking.
That's really cool.
Like, what a
Awesome.
wild thing.
Yeah.
That's really. It probably feels good, just to have that like.
There are
I know that support. I guess after
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't. Yeah, it's just wild.
intervals-
I don't know
intervals came out
what.
what 09 intervals.
Oh wait.
08.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 14 years. Yeah, that's crazy. No, that's wild though, and they're going off of one song. That's if people listened
Yeah,
to it
exactly.
and bought it, or if people just gobbled it up before.
Like
they
I said,
I
flowers
bought
for Drew. Like,
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
because
Thank
like
you.
at
we
9 copies.
so like they made me rejoin in 2017.
We made you.
Listen, there was a text from Andy. Andy goes, "If you rejoin, you'll never have to pay for beer again." And I said,
And you
"Fuck
ran.
it." But like, we toyed around with like writing new stuff from then, because we kind of had like the lineup everybody was really stoked on, and then it kind of drifted out, and Drew was like, "Hey, I have some songs." So like, good for Drew. Like, this is fucking sick for him.
Yeah. It
So
really
he kind
is.
of
This, I
he
mean,
kind of
this all
ignited
just
this
came
whole thing.
from Drew, and it's been his baby
Right.
since it got started. Like, granted, I put a lot of work in, but it really is
Oh, yeah.
Drew's gig. Like it's his thing. So
well, yeah, right. He's like the only sole like member right now, right? That,
He's
like,
the
started
original.
it, other
He's
yeah,
no, he
Well,
is
him
the
and-
original.
and Andy too, right? Like, aren't they
Yeah,
both
but-
kind of neck and neck?
Well, yeah.
they were. Yeah, they started the band, but
Yeah. No, that's cool though. That's I mean, this is
then this
I
album
wish
is
Drew was-
Drew's baby. Yeah, I wish Drew was here too, so we could fucking
Yeah,
virtually
same.
pat him on the back.
yeah.
Instead, we're all
Because-
ignoring him on Instagram.
He's probably texting you. I bet everyone's phones are blown up. Hey, we sold out. We sold out.
Right.
So my phone's on permanently do not disturb. I have no idea what's going on other than
I have
this right
got
now.
no notifications at all.
I guess no one really cares.
Yeah.
Well,
It
it
happened.
happened here, so like that's fucking sick.
No, that's wild. That's sick. No, congrats. That's exciting. I like that.
Oh yeah, shouldn't we say
I like-
congrats to you for 2 years too? Isn't that today?
Yeah,
Isn't that what this thing is?
Absolutely should.
Yesterday, but
Yesterday.
that's
Good job,
Also,
Big Daddy.
Ryan, will you send me information to get that compact disc hoodie from you?
What?
say that again.
You made a compact disc hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the information. Let me get that from you. Let me send you
Um,
dollars.
Yeah, I got some. I might have some left. I know I have the Michael Myers one left, the long sleeve for sure. But the
Well-
hoodie, I'll have to check.
Yeah, if you have one of those, let me get that from you.
Okay.
Because 2 years, that's sick.
That
No,
last
thanks.
comment.
Yeah. It's been a fun little ride. So I
The
know.
only
I know.
thing Bear's gonna do is change some diapers and cry about it.
No, he'll call it "See you next Thursday," like the fucking sticker on his
Right,
balls.
yeah. Like the sticker on interval.
Fuck. That's so funny. I remember buying it at the store and going, "Well, why?" And they're
That's
all
wrong.
like that. There's like 4 of them there, and I'm like, "Wait, why?"
There's a lot of misprints in that.
Well, yeah, the date too for January, right? Isn't it like
For
it's
11,
supposed to be
20,
22, but it's
It's- it's a-
27 or
it's 11/27 on the sticker on the back, but in the
Yeah.
liner notes it's 11/22, and listed on all the streaming shit it's 11/22 as well.
Fuck you, Alicia.
fuck me. Oh god. All right, I don't know if anyone else has more questions, but I mean, this has been going on for like over 2 hours, so
Holy shit! It's 11:30.
Yeah,
I know. I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, holy shit, we started at 9.
I joined an
Fox is
hour
like-
ago.
Fox
Jesus
is like,
Christ.
I'll do like 45 an hour. It's like,
Yeah, my
2.5. Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Well, I want
Had a
to
good time.
say thanks to
Yeah,
you guys for
thanks
like
for having
doing
us.
the last minute, last minute little thing. But yeah, I'm glad.
Hold
glad
on,
you guys all
real quick.
popped on. What's
Aaron
up?
Alessandro just joined. He's one of the homies from Fort Wayne. That's all I got for him.
Stop Ryan talking so you can
Fucking
flip
cut-
somebody off.
Sorry.
Cuts me
We're,
off,
we're
flips
signing
somebody
off, but I have to give Aaron the finger.
So that you guys are back. Can't
No,
wait.
it was important.
Thanks,
Rick.
brother.
No, I get
Appreciate it.
That was important, Rick. It's okay. But yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are back. Congrats on the whole sellout. That makes me happy.
Congrats on selling out. Thank you.
Yeah,
we-
way to go,
we
Metallica.
sold
Fucking-
out. Fucking
You blew
just
it!
fucking get the Nike sponsorship tomorrow.
Fucking.
I'm going to
Sold out.
promote it tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
We'll be on tour with Blink 182 by next week. It'll be sick.
Nice.
Great. I want to
Yeah.
say thanks to everybody. I just checked. We have 9 tapes left in the Good Fight store. And I also want to say thank you to everyone who shared and watched the video. We have over 5,000 views of that video, which is insane.
Really?
Over 5,000 views.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I watched it again last
That
night.
fucks our Grammy nomination, man.
And
Dude,
And it was at
what if we actually have to
2.4
go to the
last night.
Grammys?
God, it'd be up against Turnstile.
Yeah, but what are we going to wear?
I'm wearing this white
This-
zombie t-shirt.
Fucking my dude.
Like, I want to thank everybody who gave me this award. Please. Thank you.
Hey, Puff.
Oh, Larry just joined.
Shit.
Stay forever.
Hey, Larry. We're
What
just
is it?
signing off
Yeah,
now.
so
What's up,
last
Lyria?
night was the video had like 2.4, I think.
Yep.
When I watched it last night on like an actual TV and on my laptop, and I watched it on the big screen, and it was at 2.4, so it went up quite a bit from last
Yeah.
night to tonight. So that's
God,
that's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
We're like really cool, I guess.
You guys,
It's fucking me up.
cool for.
Nobody cared for so long.
Yeah, right.
No, I think they cared, but they just didn't.
I mean,
tell
Ryan
me.
No,
cared.
they didn't.
I'm the only one that cared. I kept
Yeah,
buying
Ryan's
you guys.
just the one fucking trying to buy our
Yeah,
merch. all
the
time.
one dude.
Everyone that didn't care, I was like, "Give me all your shit," and I care.
Listen, so like before Fox was in the band, like all the dudes we'd play with, like all of our hometown homies, we'd play shows. They'd mock us like over and over again, like, "Oh, check it out, we'll see you next Tuesday." It's like, what the fuck? But then Drew and I had like a hair up our ass about it one day, so we learned all their riffs. And we played them like the proper way. They were so bummed, and it stopped right there.
And who was this? A band?
Well, so we just do like battle sets with our friends, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
so they like make a joke. They're like, "Oh, here's a See You Next Tuesday song," they'd play their song. We'd return on and go, well, let's play the harmonies to your song because we learned it.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it quit real fast.
It's a good way to stop it, right?
Well, that's
All
what
right.
happens.
The boys from the Bay came to play.
Rich from Sawtooth says being hated is underrated.
Oh,
Who
that's
is?
Rich. That's funny. That's
Hi,
my boy from
Rich.
Sawtooth.
Well, shit.
Mr. Schlack.
Quit being good at fucking cool grind songs.
Yeah, you tell him. But anyways, I'm not gonna leave you guys here. We've it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for having
Rick?
us. We really appreciate it, man.
no, I appreciate you guys for coming. I
No
appreciate it,
problem.
and I'm excited to see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
We'll bring you right along with us.
Yep.
Great, I'll be on a little sidecar there, just with my little guy.
We'll just strap you to the hood, brother.
Strap me to the hood. I'm in.
Listen, just
Yeah.
get one of those little beanie hats with like the propeller.
Yeah, and it just spins, and it's like 4 different colors. That's good. I like that. I'm gonna find one now. Wear it to the next show.
Fuck.
Please do.
You guys should all wear them. Matthew ones that all right live. Be perfect.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, Rick will do
I
it.
know you'll do it. All right. I'm not gonna keep you guys. Rick can just talk all night. He's like a little.
He can talk all night. He will keep us going.
I will.
Okay, go take your shit or something, and then
And then we're just
Listen,
all gone.
they gave me way too much food. I put it in a box.
He's still talking.
I don't have to shit.
I'm just gonna click the X button. Okay, guys.
There's an
Yeah, I
ongoing
got
thing, so don't worry about it. Just get out of here. Like,
I'm leaving. Okay.
yeah,
See ya.
leave.
Thank you again.
I'll stay here.